remaining terrorists, and they are split up from one another. ChrisJ is trying to work through drop. In the meanwhile, Spiddy's coming through mid. 30 seconds in which they have to utilize this bomb and try and take down as many CTs as possible. There's the first one. ChrisJ is trying to carve a path that he has onto B. Oh, Hellraiser's not like this. There is enough time as well for this rotation to come through. It's going to be very close, but I think Spiddy has it. So ChrisJ's 2 opening picks on B have been so instrumental to potentially clutching this round. Spiddy's going to be able to get the plant. Now ChrisJ from the side can just crack them down. What a play by ChrisJ. A 4K set, a fresh slate to come off right now. But Mousesports are going to be on the T side, looking to aggress.
You know who else is getting a fresh start? Is Dennis, with probably a fresh colon.
Brilliant. Why not? Let's go! Fresh headshot delivered first class by 0 before he goes down. And ChrisJ is going to be moving through. Did land the headshot, finishes off onto Dead Fox. And now Angel on short. His days are numbered. Down he goes. ChrisJ looking for another one. And ChrisJ with a 3K. That's one hell of a way to de-tilt. Yeah, this has been by far the closest map out of the 3. The other 2 have been somewhat stomps. So, right in the dying embers, we're going to see a map that has some competitiveness in it.
Probably one of the closest maps of the whole close qualifiers, to be honest.
Yeah, we've had a lot of one-sided maps so far. There has to be a win up. 1-for-1 trade. ChrisJ with a second. That is huge. He's very low on 3 health. He's going to peek again, and he gets a third. Fortunately for him, Speedy peeked with him and acted as somewhat of a decoy. Fortunately for him, Speedy peeked with him and acted as somewhat of a decoy. Bondic and Angel, these two certainly aren't inexperienced. These guys have been around the block a number of times. And there's the flash into the peak. Almost bringing us into more of a favourable position for Hellraisers. ChrisJ and Oscar are very low. But just under a minute to play with. And the bomb's in mids and right out in the open. So Hellraisers, this is going to be a tough one.
Bondic is sneaking around behind Oscar. It's going to come down to the timing of this. Like, can Oscar pick up Angel before the flank comes in? Looks like he will be able to. So that kind of renders Bondic's flank a little bit less impactful than maybe it could have been.
Bondic, 20 seconds to construct something beautiful. It's not looking good. ChrisJ is watching. Laid in wait, can hear the footsteps, and he is going to get the shot onto Bondic, who's not going to check it with that much time left. ChrisJ with a 4K.
На погрузчике будет ему очень тяжело, но вот, опять же, граната у нас ослепляющая летит на точку. Зеро вместе с своим тиммейтом решили действовать оба через погрузчик. У них получается Зеро, какие минусы от него, Робси Ловел отлетает, но тут же ChrisJ отлетает у нас, опять же таки, Dead Fox, это было очень важно. 1-1 ситуация, Крис будет просто пушить красного Зеро, и это у него получается. Ну вот видишь, вместе были за погрузчик.
Anything away from Lal, that was a perfect save. And,
and
allowing them to do this.
Gonna buy up behind it, which is interesting. ChrisJ able to find one to equalize back with 4-4. The push in towards this B bomb site is well and truly underway, but Dennis, he's on short with an M4. Will be blocked off by that smoke. Sorry, finding a damage in through it. However, does tag down NBK and actually Shocks and NBK both gonna fall as ChrisJ putting in some work with this UMP. Oscar to round things out, and I'll be Mousesports to find their first round on the CT side on the back of 2.
And now a very explosive one in the last 30 or 40 seconds, as this looks really good for the Godsend side, but as things will change, we get ChrisJ with a quick kill off of onto Lecro, and now they'll allow the bomb to go down. They've taken some forward positions, have these T's of Mousesports, and they're protecting the bomb for 3v3. This has actually turned out quite well. It looked hard for them to plant, but they found a way. However, gotta watch out for that flank because it is imminent.
Schneider coming in from the back. ChrisJ looking for it, however. ChrisJ delivering his 3rd kill of the round. 2 more to find. Dopplan around the connector position, and now Twist in a 1 versus...
Dollars, they can get Oscar on the AWP. Body armor, not a huge deal against these AKs. There's obviously going to be one tap regardless, but a couple of Famises there, no kits. Oscar with no nades. Similar story for his teammates as well. They have 1 incendiary and 3 smokes to work with there. Ed doesn't care about your smoke, he's going to run straight through and get punished for it as well. ChrisJ with the double frag with the Famis. Robs chimes in as well. Very clean round here. Navi trying to punish with the fast play, but shut down across the board. It's just what Mousesports need now. 5 players surviving, the AWP to finish things off. Actually looking very...
It almost becomes a benefit for the CTs because they're just not going to expect anybody to be holding there. So now maybe you start wallbanging again, you hold somewhere else, you give up Palace. The mind games, they're real. That's bought a lot of time here. We're down to 45 seconds already in this clock. Oh.
Mo, gotta be very careful. Rops is gonna sneak his way through. And he had a bit of backup up top as well, so 2 opening frags. And a third one for good measure. ChrisJ in the B-bomb site. Doja and Zeus gonna be in a lot of trouble here. Doing damage would be really valuable right now. Zeus is low on health, and they're starting to make their way in. They get the kill on Oscar at least. That's a good frag.
They're doing some damage here. There's still a chance. 19 seconds. Chris still alive, spots out Doja, boosted over the smoke, and he's still low alive as well. As soon as Zeus pushes around this corner, he should be going down, but it doesn't matter. Chris will go for the peek quick enough to find the shot. And so Mousesports, they've tied it up 6-6. They finally end the streak. But there's plenty of...
So, hasn't worked out too well for them. ChrisJ's gotten some good tags. Flash in there to maybe lighten the load, get one player down. There it is. Very patient stuff here from ChrisJ. Oh, gets a dink there through the wall. Oh, the hold here coming in from AC, but ChrisJ with just a few bursts through the smoke will do the job. A close one, though. Double scout. It's a double scout in the CZs. That force buy was pretty effective.
Really well they are. Can do the counter rotate, and in fact, if Oscar peeks out at the right time right here, he might be able to get 1 kill. He does right there. SMF trades him out, making it a 1v1. But ChrisJ is going to know which site he's going to go to now. There's 40 seconds left on the clock. He could have gone to A site, but he has elected to go towards B. ChrisJ's already there. So SMF, if he does try and fake this, he does spot him out though. ChrisJ missing that shot, that's crucial, but he does get the follow-up with the no-scope. So great work there. Mousesports securing the overtime and match point for Mousesports.
Close towards the drop zone. Just like that, undefined, they're going to change up the pace and make their way back towards the B-bomb site. Already close towards the site is ChrisJ, actually incredibly close over by Titanic. He does manage to get one on Bobski. Hunton takes care of Rups. But again, Hunton with the bomb. Why is he going this aggressive? Oh no, he might have just thrown it. And indeed he did. ChrisJ with a triple Hunton. Doing pretty much what we saw on Mirage and what I faulted him for. Going aggressive, low on HP, with the bomb in hand. Doesn't matter if you know the...
Same with Dren, to try and keep control of the bomb. And Dren almost saw Oscar pushing through the smoke there. He's going to be pushing up towards balcony, and this could be huge. Dren doesn't realize. Mo's taking the duel, and he wins that one out. ChrisJ turns it into the 1v1. Mo going to take the peek, but ChrisJ finds the frag. And Mousesports, once again, it comes down to the wire. ChrisJ, he's the man to get it done.
Very good job from ChrisJ. Utilises the faces towards long.
But he knows Twist will have his cross. The flash isn't great. Gunting JDM. Twist sees him. He's going to give him the warning. JDM behind you, and JDM hits it! How? This is the question we're going to be asking, but fortunately ChrisJ does stabilize. It looked fantastic. The Molotov from ChrisJ makes it a 1v1.
So, oh, it'll be close. It might just
this
about.
Looks fine.
Okay.
This looks fine.
I say, if he didn't have the kit, that's going to be really close, but he's absolutely fine. This one to make
a divert attention. Now Rops is ready in heaven. Now's the time to try and draw fire. Okay, Oscar knows he's under scrutiny. Rops is there to try and lend a helping hand. Nitro backs up into a corner. He's left the Nitro, and ChrisJ is going to close the round with a double. Mousesports, they win the knife, they win the pistol. And Sticker didn't have to spend a penny.
That's not bad at all, I have to say. I love that work from Mousesports there. Very controlled approach there from Rops especially. Managing to hold them off in the ramp room.
Fnatic. Now, ooh, JW getting a lot of speed there. That's brilliant. I love that.
I wish I could do that. He's standing in the fire though, so...
What?
You did say brilliant, Dan, but I have to call that into question.
Well, he's been made into fondue, Anders.
Yes. Swedish fondue.
Yep.
Probably does involve fish, so I'll take a quick note of that. But he was committed. We can say that if we have to try and sell it, put a spin on it. Very committed, this JW.
Yes.
And now the rest of his team is trying to sneak in. Chris with a good headshot here. Mousesports with a chance to make it 10. Got the great counter grenades coming out. It seems like Fnatic are just still pushing the same issue.
Yeah, just going for it now, doubling down on this B-bomb site. The Mousesports are all over it at the moment, and they will win the rounds. 10-5. It was, I suppose, a bit of a mess after JW sort of...
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. First half is done, and what we have here is ChrisJ just pushing the boundaries of reality, Dan, taking down everybody with absolute ridiculous no-scopes. They just couldn't put a stop to him, and in the end it was 11-4, and you see how he's actually improved quite dramatically throughout the day. Train was the first map.
Knows where they're coming from. He hears them dropping down. He should be able to get the spray down, lines them up, finds two. But that might not be enough. ChrisJ, though, says yes, it is. He's already made that a third kill on the B side. It's practically a graveyard at this point, and ChrisJ, well, let's just call him the Undertaker. Legia looking to return, but it will be 3 kills to come through from Chris to wind up any sort of advantage Big should have had there, and that's so disappointing.
Over here towards Banana, this time there's only ChrisJ. Sunny is rotating in. Fast as his little legs will carry him, ChrisJ has to try and lock this down as he gets smoked off, playing it round the pillar. Has the crossfire with Sunny, but one man's been allowed. Cross, ChrisJ in with a second. XMS and Happy try desperately to pull this back into the realms of possibility for Envious, which they've done a good job at doing. But alone inside of B is XMS. ChrisJ still waits over at the back of Emote. Has support from Sticker rotating in. Sneaks out, gets caught, but ChrisJ in with 3, make it 4 as ChrisJ locks down the B-bomb site. 4 for...
-1, -2, моде Easy Stack. Отличная работа.
Оскар заходит. Это я пел, на самом деле, песню героев, но в конце концов, да, им даже песня не нужна, они просто тотально доминируют в этом раунде. Очень классный заход со всех сторон на А-планет, не оставляет никаких шансов. Маусята и ChrisJ. Один несется как сумасшедший со скаутом, говорит, пацаны, поздравьтесь с моим маленьким мухом. ЦЦ достает калаш все-таки, убивает одного, может быть, разберется еще со вторым. Шансы все еще присутствуют, хотя, да, есть молик, можно молик использовать для того, чтобы отзонить и вытащить какого-либо из своих оппонентов. Боже, как? Зачем? Зачем? Что это вообще было? Скидывайте смог, то не стесняйтесь, не стесняйтесь, у каждого бывает. Надель понадкидывает смачок свой стика, пытаются зайти Мауза, но опять же их должны тут читать наизусть просто, и как Пушкина, знаете, в 5 классе Снэпи контролит с Дельпана, тем временем Ника стоит на коннекторе. Маузам дают зайти на планет, вот что самое интересное. Потому что Херойки играют очень-очень выдержанно. Ника выходит со своим выпадом, он справляется со стика. Теперь ChrisJ. Его позиция может не считаться и с тагом совершенно. Шикарная голландская позиция от него. Штурвал передается еще и на Ника. И теперь 2 в 2 ситуация. Голландец просто перевернул все, что только мог. Ингейм лидер и одновременно с этим шикарный стрелок. Ну, во всяком случае, на длинных дистанциях. Ропс! Хороший фраг против Снэпи. И Юги остается один с АВП и ЦЗ. И что он будет здесь делать? Ну, кстати, смог лежит, диффуз-киты есть, но он не пытается радиффузить таким образом. Он решает идти на перестрелку. И ChrisJ разменивает, точнее, в смысле, встает на перекрестный огонь. Квадрокилл от Chris.
Attempted to defuse, and now ChrisJ is alone in a 1v3. This is a massive round from LDLC.
Oh,
they didn't even fully invest into it.
In the smoke. It's not even in the smoke. Oh my god.
Sees it now, so we should be able to tag onto it. But oh, the flick! Oh my god! ChrisJ! The no scope out of nowhere.
He's gonna get the defuse off as well.
And there we go! What a round from ChrisJ out of absolutely nowhere. 2 no scopes, 1 through a smoke, through a door, and just completely destroys LDLC. Holy crap!
Son of a... Dude, and even through Mastermind Existence's force up on the 4th round strategy, ChrisJ with the double no-scope, 1 through the smoke. All he needed was a single tracer to capitalize. What a round from this guy.
That round was lost at that point too. Prior to that play right there, I didn't think he had any chance of closing that one out as they had him surrounded. They had every advantage they could play off of. They've already been fully invested. That'll change now. We do see the full investment finally rolling in from LDLC, and immediately...
If you just want to clash with frags, well, that's going to give Mousesports ample opportunity to shut you down.
Yeah, they'll stand and bang all day. They've got just as much firepower as that of the side of Gambit. ChrisJ there, he is still wielding the AWP. Now we've touted Oscar as the main AWPer of this team and the star AWPer of this team with very explosive guys just have to come in. I know the economy definitely isn't on the side of Gambit, but you're in a dire position. You need some rounds. You need to really get competitive at this point, and you can't just let yourself get run over. As ChrisJ, he shows why he is on that secondary AWP. Why he can be so effective. And CZs.
Robo will be finding that 1 frag and then backpedaling. Works to his advantage. Stico looking on top of that train car. It's going to be Rops getting now MDS down and out. ChrisJ going to win out against Robo at back door. Number here is 19, by the way. Alright. 3v3. ChrisJ gonna win out against Mouse. By the way, if I'm not mistaken, from Sunny, he manages to carry that spray onto 2 different players. However, Robo's going to get much the same return. He's going to throw that out. I don't know, like, here they don't... Okay, well, that's match point.
Mouse team is coming in. Are they making it work? Actually, man, advantage now on the side of Spirit. Only Sticko as well as ChrisJ alive. He finds a nice headshot, and that was a collateral on Sumda Young.
And will try and hold off, but with 40 seconds, he needs a quick kill. Jumping for the frag. However, the A site's still looking vulnerable.
And that's the information they need. Spirit now should just instantly do the rotations. Sumda Young at least gets one, but they're Dafcost and Cold. They're the last two to finish this off. And there's one to the right, very close. Dafcost got to finish it off his own. No! Oh, Dafcost, no. Why would you not shoot? Though it's understandable that he didn't, ChrisJ. From the Spirit side. And now B should be just working out. Chris finds the first. That is perfect to deal. Doesn't find the hat in the end. As the site there's open, he gets the no-scope! And he gets another no-scope! This is incredible! ChrisJ with that scout. He doesn't care. Either it's doors, smokes, or just not even pressing right-click. He makes it work. And with a tap, he finished it off. Mousesports on to the 11th. That was... Peekaboo. That just perfectly sums it up, and Chris doesn't stop. Sumda Young as well as Satfik. They're going to join the coffins as they're falling down already. 2 nice frags we have just been seeing there. But finally, Dafcost deals some damage onto the Mouseboard side. And as the 4 versus 3 seems to be in favor of Mouse, Spirit still have a few options to turn it around, and they gotta do that as soon as possible.
Well, it's the AWPs to get the openings for both teams. However, ChrisJ's AWP has found 2 opening kills in towards Squeaky. Rops is going to hold off. He has to be worried of both angles here. In the meantime, ChrisJ again with the AWP just keeps on going. This man has been on point.
What is going on with him?
Is he going to get the ace here? The aggression in towards top mid. Sunny is going to go pushing for the first frag. Comes the trade back, but ChrisJ spots a gap in the smoke for an easy kill. Oh, ChrisJ gets a second and a third. This man is on fire right now. ChrisJ continues to hold mid and pistol rounds, but Snappy is going to find the 1 frag. However, it's not quite enough. Heroic going to get locked out after just the 2 frags coming through. Now the Danes are going to try and make their way back forwards, but ChrisJ is in position if he wants to flank. Just that S-Attack, though, has pushed his way forward, so it's back to a 3v3, but the trades come back in. ChrisJ finds an easy headshot, and he makes it a second. Nice play from Mousesports. Mousesports, more likely than not. It's a tough arc to come back into this series, and you can see Mousesports just trying to pile on the pain. The push coming in, ChrisJ gets that no-scope to open things up. That AWP's just going to keep on going. ChrisJ keeps up the aggression, and he gets himself a second kill. There's a player up close here. Is Molly trying to...
At the moment, it's not safe for him to go through the underpass to mid, but he's got to make a run for it. The bomb's not planted for him either, so he's going to have to run to T-spawn. There are Molotovs in. Electronic's been forced out. He's been flushed out, driven like a partridge. Will Sticker go for the bomb plant? They have no idea where Simple is, and surely he can't get there. Running through the palace, he'll be heard, and that will give Mousesports the confidence to defuse the bomb. There were so many crazy things going on in that round. I think Simple, when he was in the apartments, heard Oscar jumping up, which is why after Zeus was taken out here by Chris, I mean, this would often...
And in the face, that is not a good look. Na'Vi down to 2 against the 3 now, just Electronic, but he can do this. These players are very, very weak.
And you wonder why ChrisJ is jumping there, but if the headshot got landed, it may take 6 bullets to kill him, and that's a lot of bullets to land. So despite the early promise of the shot from Simple,
it will be the T-side type of Vegas squadron. It's a very fast round going straight up towards shore. No grenades really expended as of yet. It's ChrisJ to defend, and defend he shall. Gets the first headshot, takes down the bomb.
Not a bad start.
very good start. Swings up Her as well. Look at the accuracy from Chris.
Yeah.
Start with an ace, maybe?
Maybe.
Got a chance to go for JR as well. He's got that 4 headshots. He won't get the ace with the choppers over by Sonny, but that is certainly a good start. I'm just gonna change my prediction. Try and time this to perfection and take down Chopper. Shander to start it off though. Chopper still working out. Will he be found with teammates? Because they're gonna go down ahead. 34. Got the kill on Stiko actually, so it gives him an M4 to work with, but 1 versus 4, good luck.
Well, that's good news for him. He's the player that really into this round. He gets an extra $300 back as something there. But ChrisJ will find the final kill. 5-0 for Mousesports, and I'm sure Sticker will buy the AWP. At this point, he's got 10K. Probably get dropped the AK by Oscar, and then the AWP comes out. That would make a lot of sense to me, at least. It's about time to run the big guns. They're not. They're staying on 5 rifles here. Keeping the deadly weapon in the cabinet for now, it seems.
Cancel out the round. Boom's taking a lot of damage already, trying to see if they can get anything done. Here's Chris with the kill. Stiko goes down next. Great spray as Boomich will take down Oscar, leaving it 3 versus 4 with 30 seconds left. Chris and Sunny coming right back into it. And just like that, the bomb is dropped in the middle of everything. Chris K picking up 1 more kill. Now it's gone horribly wrong. Triple for ChrisJ, looking for the quad, and he's going to get it too. 6-0. They had that round figured out very well, QB Fire, but they just lost control at the end of it.
I mean, thanks to Chris. What a performance from him, being very mobile, very aggressive with this M4 outside, spinning around, even fighting at 3 different angles. Look at this, 1 in team main, and this is something QB Fire is going to have to take care of. Is if Mousesports, they seem to just kind of say, well, put some attention on Ivy to begin with, but once it's getting late and we're starting to run low on utility and we don't have the smokes and Molotovs to block it off, we're just going to take mid control. And if you're going to have no one there, if you're never going to punish it, we're just going to have control.
Ooh, quick reaction to Chuck on the back of site. It's going to be Robin to take him down. Smooya finds 1 on Stiko. Robin still alive, still fighting down towards the B bomb site. Sonny gonna go for the plant. Robin trying to deny it, but can't find the angle. Smooya with an 8 on towards the site. ChrisJ now in a 1-on-2 clutch potential. Needs to find these 1-on-1 situations. Finds the 1 on Robin and full blinded. Takes care of Smooya. Mousesport.
Находится за плентом. Здесь Таня видит одного. Забирает Адрена. Далеко не изи, но нужно выходить команде Гамбит. Они знают об одном, но про второго-то можно втроем зажать и выйти. Смоук пошел. Что-то жмутся ребята из команды Гамбит. ChrisJ ждет своих оппонентов. Полетел на белый игрок атаки. Тут же сейчас должен погибать Фист. Он выходит, попадает куда-то в пяточку. ChrisJ своему оппоненту проходит. А как же так? Денис Костин ставит все это просто в смоук. Погибает Фист. Погибает второго нулзумов. Да ладно, Гамбит Гейминг такой проигрывать просто не должны. Моу с калашом. На перестрелке нужно бороться до последнего. Верхнего пароча пытается работать. Игрок защиты Даблсани, но...
That first frag was 4-3, so it allowed him to have the chance for a double. However, only the 1 kill means ChrisJ has to clutch, and he doesn't have a defuse kit as of yet.
Yeah, but Nuki with the options posted up on this position. I was going to say, without Kevlar, if he goes down here, this could get dangerous, and as he falls, it's going to leave it all onto Esperanto, but he does have a good position. He should be able to find this kill, but he actually isn't able to connect the shots. ChrisJ left for the moment with a chance to try and clutch this now. And what is that flash? That works out perfectly. ChrisJ wins the 1-on-2. Didn't have a defuse kit, did not need it, and just a great 1 versus 2 is found to allow Mousesports to get themselves this 4th round onto the board.
And I was going to say in the pre-game, we didn't quite have time for it, but I was going to say, I think ChrisJ provides a lot of value to a team. He's not necessarily the buck. Having said that, the smoke is going to be deployed by Mouse. That's going to slow things down, but, well, maybe it's not. A Vanguard still looking to go through the smoke, and Stiko is stuck in the smoke right now. He could get the flank in. ChrisJ already doing the damage. It's a triple from ChrisJ, and Stiko...
Be just only down at Demas to get the clear time. The one who's the worst equipped regarding the weaponry. Now needs to fight against the players coming around. Drops, falls. There's the first entry, and that matters. Here over at the B site, as 30 seconds are left on the clock, it seems like the dropper gets to be the decision, and Buster with that UMP has the perfect close-range weapon for this, but the wrong timing as he now switches over the weapon. It only needs to be Demas sick, and does he find Chris? No, he doesn't. It was a 3 versus 2, and suddenly it is over and switched. As the man advantage is onto Mouse, the bomb is being planted. Chris and Osmar gotta do it. And there's a no-scope, but Chris got him. 16-13. Evangar looked successful, but going to get down. And as there's only one kit, it will be Oscar carrying it around. Robs keeps himself close until the reinforcements arrive. Chris, he finds the first of the kickers, tries to tap away Jane, makes that exactly work. And ChrisJ with 38 HP is not the perfect warrior for his site. Gets the first, cannot move out. And that is the defuse secured. Robs gets it done. And so it's going to be just another one for Mouse, while Avantgarde... Well, the bomb...
Podkładać i co robić teraz, w tym momencie, gdy nie ma tych granatów. Magis już sprzedaje swoją pozycję. Dupli od CT. Od banana zamykać będzie to wszystko device, ale popatrzmy, Dupli i jeszcze ma ten granat wybuchowy, jeżeli rzuci go pod Robsa. To może być 14 dla Astralis, ale jeszcze do końca będą emocje. ChrisJ jest w stanie to zrobić.
No i ten granat nie zabija Robsa, tyle co obija Chrisa, dorzucony też smoke na ruiny i szansa dla Chrisa, jeżeli on celnie będzie strzelał w głowę, to jak najbardziej. Dane jednak są pozycje jednego i drugiego terrorysty, ale to na razie nie sprawia problemów, jednak Robs wygrywa sytuację 1 na 1 i Mousesports w końcu wygrywa, jednak runda.
CZs and P250s, that's the order of the day. Looks like they're going to try playing over here toward B. Initially actually out through mid. He's up. Smoked off connector. They're going to start to wrap up through short. It's ChrisJ does lie in wait with the MP7. These players all have head armor. There's going to be a monkey few of them coming his way. They line up. ChrisJ's on 3. Wants to try and make it 4. And he'll take that too. Pasha's left. Sticko trying to bide some time. Has now the help from ChrisJ, and if ChrisJ has a nade, he does have an incendiary. They want to try and give him the ace. In these last few rounds for Mousesports, he's found the opener here. And that bomb has wrapped all the way around towards ramp. Bialy's out in sandwich. Robs, he's holding from CT. He now has ChrisJ there to join him.
It's only 30 seconds on this clock as well.
Sunny's all the way through T-spawn. That's going to be massive. Pash is able to get one. To buy time. That's all they need. Sunny's getting into position. He can make it happen. Echo's going to fall. ChrisJ's not done fighting. ChrisJ's not done at all. ChrisJ's in with 4 massive frags. Once again, Tom. He's getting the job done. He's going to get the ace. ChrisJ is a complete and utter criminal.
Just absolute 3 Molotovs.
Well, let's see though. It's 5 rounds in a row for SK here. Double ops out. So a pretty tough defense to crack through right now, and a bit of a stack here actually as well.
Fallen, a big miss as well. Can't follow up with the no-scope. He'll go down to ChrisJ. Coldzera also dead. Double entry from the man himself. Stiko's going to follow up as well. Mousesports have cracked open this A site instantly. Much as how SK shut down the mid control, Mousesports have sped up the pace, and now they're going to continue to look for these kills. They don't want SK to save anything into this round. Bomb down. Stiko's already
next to him, but still favorable trade for G2. They still have to make it up on the site though. Still haven't used the smokes.
This is pretty common though for G2. They don't seem to use these smokes, and that's going to be the issue. ChrisJ catches one on the cross. Luckily, G2 still hold on to the man advantage, but Apex, he's been spotted. Stiko going to try and get the frag, but look at the damage done to 2 of the players. This orb's still though going to hit a 1-shot, and that'll be to Apex. And the follow-up from ChrisJ, and now the 1v1 misses the follow-up shot, looking for Kenny S. And oh, Chris, he's going to get the no-scope. Mousesports, this streak is not stopping.
It really isn't. Hearing a lot of woos from the... Not going to see any action anytime soon. Stiko getting flashed into mid. Oh, spots out a lot of G2 players, but no frag to be found. Instead, it's going to be G2 finding 2. Still, though, both Robs and Oscar have done a formidable job of holding it down this A bomb site. They're in familiar positions as well, but G2, they're going to go for a bit of a twist play here. It's going to end up in a B split. Body trying to maintain some folks on the A bomb side, and Dussel as well, but Oscar, you can see he's sensing the danger here. Oh, again, ChrisJ with a double. He's done it 1 time already, and he's able to, you know, just buy time here, sitting behind new boxes. Finds the 3rd as well as Shocks, and the 2nd Kenny comes to drop in. Oscar is there to help him out, and...
Towards long. Body going to smoke it. Shock's wide facing this. Chris has to be aware he is. Shock comes through. Chris, a 2nd kill as well. That's more than he would have bargained for. Mousesports now sitting very confident into this round, and with G2 having no money, A bomb plant was needed at the very least, but at this point it doesn't seem realistic. Apex running in through the smoke, trying to do the Stico up towards connector. He smokes door. He'll get his way through. Now, do Mousesports realize? I think Rops has an idea. Oh, the timing. Apex doesn't realize he's being flanked as well. Rops will get him from the back line. So Mousesports back in control. That could have been a scary push, but luckily Rops had his number. But MBK, one more shot from him. It's going to leave him in a 1v4 though, with Kenny S going down, and shot from Oscar midair. MBK going to fly down to the ground.
It's so important that ChrisJ finds those 2 early frags that allows them to. Can't see anyone actually looking or peering towards Ivy right now. That smoke is not an unbreakable wall by any means, so they do have to keep tabs on it. All right, so they have rotated Oscar in here. It's going to drop a nade. That's going to land on the feet of Twist.
Wow. Stico. Chris always hits the double shots. He hits one through the smoke as well. That's Oscar, sorry, but Chris still takes him down. And now a Legion, 2v2. Rops in the open. That's a dangerous peak to take, but he does get away with it. And with 10 seconds left, there's no time. Don't give Mousesports another opportunity. Go for the eco. Give them 11. And then you have a really good buy next round. And that's exactly what will happen. Liquid will have everything they need. AWP, if they want to pull in the double AWP, it's an option as well. I feel like that would be a good idea to try that. It's not been... they've been retaking a lot, obviously, but if they can use the double AWP to actually lock down the sites, and maybe they won't be in those situations so much. Steel, okay, grabs an AK, going to be able to go for 3. Steel, what's happening? They didn't buy, but they don't need to. Steel's mowing them down. ChrisJ with the trade, and Twist on the site gets one tap by Chris. Now it's a 1v1 with Chris running in through the smoke, or sneaking, sorry. He's just going to sit. Nitro's wrapping all the way around.
He's got an inkling that ChrisJ might have gotten on the aggressive, and now it just comes all down to timing.
Gives away his position, but that gives information to Chris. He doesn't want to take a fair 1v1. He just wants to fall back, reposition. Bomb plant can come in. He's committing to this. Nitro, he's wrapped all the way around. He might get the kill. But Chris just pulls it out with 1 HP.
So a lot of frustration from Chris earlier. This time, he let it all out, Moses.
And not even a smile.
No, he's focused, isn't he?
You were wondering if he was going to knife. I don't think we're going to see anyone go for a knife after Na'Vi. I think everyone's just saying, all right, we'll just put the knives away for like the next couple weeks. Just,
I mean, they're not playing Cold Zero. What could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, that might be the shot in the comeback has kind of hyped them up and gotten them a little bit more refreshed. 30 kills for ChrisJ, 26 for Oscar. Automatic has really gone cold.
Yeah, see if he could do better here on the CT side, or at least start to get back into the game a little bit. Early smoke grenade to put some pressure on as they come. 3 men out of Pop Dog Rush. Oh, they're standing right on top of the fire end. Tarek will take one, but it's still working out here as Robs and Chris pick up a kill each, and Tarek nowhere to look. He's going to be going down, and Stewie and Automatic now 2 versus 4. Oh no, the no-scope! Where did the bullet even go?
It is one of those ones where it's like, just take the extra second and scope in, but you're so close. Claims to get that kill. Even Skadoodle is brought down so low, and there's the kill coming out right at the end. But Automatic and Skadoodle have done enough to even things out. It's a 2-on-2, and Chris, I think he just doesn't have the HP for this, but he nails an instant headshot onto Stewie. It's him versus Automatic.
Oh, it feels so fitting. I think he's up to 36 kills or something like that at this point. Can he get the last one of the quad? Tapping away, he gets the headshot, and that's it. They make it through to the playoffs and not Cloud.
They need to maintain it now. Don't allow Simple back into the round.
They might let Simple back in the round with mid, but what a flash. Chris is just relentless on Catwalk with that AWP. They need to almost be ready for it at this point in time. Find a way to counter it. He's going to go through smokes, I guarantee you that, so position accordingly. In toward Palace, Rop shuts down Flamey. Great recovery from Mousesports. Again, you mentioned it, they had tons of money to work with. And we're able to rope together a buy this time that could give them not only the half, but potential eco to go against next round for Na'Vi. Simple alive with Electronic. Electronic getting Sunny. Chris is going to slip up, though. Oh, Simple. No idea to expect that shot as they actually were intending to head back.
The underpass momentarily as well. Oh, God, here he comes. Luckily, there's another player there to back him up. It's still a 3 versus 2. Not over just yet. ChrisJ still towards shore. Flamey makes his mark on the A side, but good timing from Sunny will take him down. And this looks like another harsh reset for the final round.
It's unfortunate considering the last round was So well orchestrated by Simple to bring them back into it. They cannot seem to get it going, though. Only 2 rounds back-to-back in this half, and even then they were hit with a reset. So it's been 3 rounds, then 1, 3 rounds, then 2, 3 rounds, then 1, and ChrisJ and Oscar find Simple and Electronic, meaning that they now have the advantage. And the bomb's being planted. They know Edward is still inside of Palace. Overtime might still be a possibility. What a shot, Oscar. It certainly might be, as Edward is left in a 1 versus 3, kit in hand. And they knew that he was here. And they certainly still do. Oscar staring at it, ChrisJ as well. He flashes himself out. It's done. 15-15. We go into extra rounds. Na'Vi can't close on the first opportunity.
I'm going to lose my mind. You've got to be kidding. Come on.
This is the same thing over and over again.
This
Why
is
are they challenging
unbelievable.
Chris?
I'm not even getting excited about that. That's
just
rubbish.
Either way, it's just a straightforward shooting gallery for Chris, who turns around. He could get an ace on this. They're doing nothing all game long. That's been a problem for them. 20 rounds Mousesports, another 2 in a row situation. And thankfully, they did get a bomb plan.
Pour donner l'avantage, Olofmeister est bloqué par une smoke, ça traverse pour le connecteur, Olofmeister pour le premier kill bien dégueu.
La première dinguerie de la soirée, ChrisJ qui prend le revenge sur Rain. Attention tout de même à Olofmeister qui à travers la smoke, un petit peu excentré, du coup il tombe et ChrisJ encore une fois qui fait parler Loglock. Ça fonctionne pour Mousesports, Robs qui est bien positionné, on a la visu sur la base CT. Il reste plus que Nico et Carrigan qui va se jouer au niveau du CPL, Nico qui va scalper Oscar, offrant un équilibre numérique. Mais ChrisJ qui est toujours pas posé. Ça fait tout simplement. ChrisJ encore une fois pour un nouveau kill. Il ne laissera plus que Robs maintenant en 1v1. Et attention à ce joueur, il avait déjà impressionné avec un...
Ça saute, sauf que ça ne vient pas et Olofmeister a pris un petit Kinder au passage.
Il avait le spawn pour le snipe. Est-ce qu'il va le garder?
Mais en fait, je pense qu'ils veulent le lancer. Et si tu le drops, ils ont peur d'être entendus par un mec qui est carré. Oscar est là, qui touche simplement.
Ouais, il y a un autre CT pour défendre. C'est Stico justement qui se repositionne. Le backup est très rapide. Les 5 CT sont là. Regarde. Il doute absolument pas. Stico qui élimine. Derrière, le contre-stuff est excellent. Olofmeister qui équilibre les forces en présence. Le bon move de ChrisJ. Rain qui change un 1 pour 1. ChrisJ qui est intenable. ChrisJ le triple kill. Il fait le café. Il a la bombe. Il ne reste plus que Nico qui doit forcer le dessin, qui est repéré. ChrisJ qui survole sur un petit nuage. Le Hollandais.
ChrisJ теперь неоднозначная позиция. Он делает фраг по НБК, второго может даже не прочитает. Скидывает флешечку. Ну и на кафеле попытается... Ой, как ослепади, какой хедшот! Да, это было очень жестко. Кеннис 1-1. У него есть молотов, у него есть смок, у него есть дефоскиты. Ему нужно действовать сейчас очень и очень уверенно. Можно просто смог положить прямо на бомбу. Молотов он кидает вправо. И пытается сыграть через фейк. Пытается найти здесь ChrisJ. Практически его добивает, но времени не остается. Почему Кеннис просто не сел на бомбу? Я не понимаю. Он в любом случае, даже если побивал ChrisJ, он не...
Should get the bomb plant down there, taking a little bit of time. And, oh, it's planted default, whereas they've got one guy over at short, so... If that guy ends up being alone, then that's not a good position to be in. That's Oscar looking for it. He's going to fall back as Goofy goes down. Tessek coming up with 1 kill, taking down Sunny, but Chris with the return. Oscar's dropped, and now it's all on Chris. 1 versus 1 against Soon. And that's an edge shot right there. Taking down Soon. That was just getting a bit too hot on that bomb site.
That really was. I mean, you can see though, Mousesports. Hellraiser side, it's 23 for Woxic and 22 for Bondik. 15-13. Hellraisers need to win 2 more in a row, and it's going to be fast-paced. Here's ChrisJ leading the way. The tip of the spear, and it's going to find its first kill. Issa right to the left, and he's down.
Oh
Bondik is next up, and the smoke clearing. It's an awkward angle, and it's all Mousesports in this round.
Yeah, this is just a complete knockout punch. Chris coming through with a quad kill right into the grand finals against Virtus.Pro.
Worked out for him, remember, on Cobble, so he hasn't had the best success in being sneaky. However, again, getting the one and getting out still gives the advantage to his team. As Pasha wants to work in with the AWP, and Chris knows that that is likely. He'll smoke off his left strictly so he can get in toward Hell instead. Bomb has gone to be, it's Snacks versus 4.
This will be something quite special if he can win this.
Money for Virtus.Pro is not great, so he has to commit to the bomb plant first and foremost. That job done. It would be $1,900 on top of it. They're not in a great position, but let's see how he goes, because Snacks is certainly going to have an argument for it. Chris, perfect position to trade off of the damage, not even the kill toward Oscar.
Well, there we have
to come in 2 from CT. One from Z Connector. It's Oscar that's now got high ground. Snacks to back off. No need to get aggressive this time. They need Pasha to rotate over as well to be in the mix. The AWP to get positioned on the lower ramp. And in they go. Sticko to sneak up. Snacks needs to be perfect. But one on either side. Chris starts it off. Still the hold. Pasha wants to walk back down. Bomb is ticking. They tap it once to try and pull the remaining two players in positions, and they've got them both. It's Mousesports that's going to get their second win in 2018.
Пуш от команды Hellraiser ФЗА. Санни играет под смоком. Оскар размен, но тут же Воксик делает фраг по уже Оскару. Что? Ну ладно, Бондик был красный, но первому неплохо залетело.
Да, это было красиво от Криса Дайон. Очень высоком уровне. Ну и Оскар сейчас сообщает, что нет никого на миде. Ребята, принимайте Б. Будет сразу перетяжка с коннектора. 4 бойца команды Mousesports готовы.
Ну да, готовы. Теперь только вопрос в стрельбе. Смотрим, это сплит-выход от LDLC через дроп-рубую платформу. Санни в пристроечке. В курятнике, вернее, делает все-таки свой минус. ChrisJ также забирает оппонента. ChrisJ вместе с Санни. Тут отличная работа. 3+2. Капитан и финское дарование. Останавливается Б, и, по-моему, это слишком очевидно. Ну, на месте Криса я бы сейчас Авик, конечно, поменял на АК, но, по-моему, там АК не было под руками.
Ой, можно выйти через
вентиль. Крис фейканул, смотри, как круто.
Да, но на пленте все еще остается Логан. Ну и что? Логан или ChrisJ? Кто кого? Безумно пытается выйти на него. Снайпер команды Mousesports. И получается убить Логана. Ситуация 1 на 1. Там бомба устанавливается на последних секундах. Маньяк, 15 хп. Если бы знал ChrisJ, то он бы убил бы с АВП. Зачем тебе АВП?
Есть смог в пристройку. Опять же, ChrisJ делает фраг по флейме. Эдвард никак не может установить бомбу. Нет нормального прикрытия. На девятке тусуются оппоненты. И Оскар все еще в пристройке. 4 в 3. Ну, плюсовая ситуация для Нави.
Бомба стоит. В любом случае, мышки пойдут выбивать. У них довольно много денег. Там по 15 тысяч у некоторых ребят. 2 на девятке, 1 пристройка. Оскар накидывает банки. Пытается выбить Mousesports позицию. Прилетает смок. Отсекают. Хорошо. Сейчас ребята из команды Нави пристройку. Но ChrisJ падает на плен. Забирает электроника. Погибает Эдвард. Остаются 2 человека в дверях. Какая-то плохая позиция. И неужели мышки берут этот раунд? 15-10. Не знаю, что в этом раунде понравился. Флейми, который такой думает, так, этот Оскар, он с дробовиком. Может, это хороший девайс, возьму я тоже дробовик.
Post plants and Mousesports themselves very strong in these scenarios, but the opening kill goes towards Valiance. That's Nino coming in with a headshot on the Sunny, and actually even Oscar's forced into a peek, so this is a good advantage for Valiance now.
Nice grenade coming out, but it's still a 2-on-4. Really, really good retake on the way here for the CT side. Nice shot from Rops, taking down one, leaving it in a 2-on-2 and fighting out in the open. This is dangerous. Hunter's going to be going down, and Rops took down Impulse, so eventually Mousesports going to win it, even after it looked a little bit sketchy for... They're going to be so far ahead all of a sudden.
If they win it clean, although look at the aggression, completely blind. It's a well-timed flashbang. Force is down to 27. He's got one of the M4s, and Chris still occupying while the rest of his teammates push up. That's a great headshot, and the follow finally cleans out Forrest, and Chris has bought them a lifeline, a 5-on-2, and surely NIP cannot get back into it.
What an unreal impact to have in a round with a Deagle. You just run out and control the whole bomb site on your own. Give it up to ChrisJ. Sunny may have picked up the triple here, but no backing out now. Good use of Molotovs, even if you don't get any kills or force anyone out. Just having to not check those corners in a couple of seconds is still going to help out as they push onto the site. There are 3 people here, and the 4th one nearby, so got to be a bit careful. Fur already getting 1 kill. They're slowing down Mousesports. Why are they just standing still? A good opening for Chris with that MP7. We know he's good with it, but that almost got completely out of control. Now they're going to stabilize a little bit and just fall in with the scout. Gets a tag in fact, onto Robs.
Fallen might actually be able to control this, and yeah, great defense mounted by SK. Kept Mousesports at bay just as long as humanly possible. Fallen tag, but Chris, 4 kills with that SMG, and he has really shown not able to solve it. Rops has only died twice. He's 16-2. Sticko and ChrisJ each dying only 3 times. This has been great, and there's the opening. Chris finds Fur with the AWP. Here's the switch up for Mousesports. We've seen him with the rifles, now a double up, and it's doing work. ChrisJ again onto Stewie, and Fallen's just got to fall back. And it seems like Mousesports just said, you know, you found something that worked with that mid-presence. We're going to deny it this time.
Great round for Chris. Absolute incredible aggression.
And a win would take us to a 3rd map, as these two teams would continue to fight for the semifinals. Here's Oscar jumping across, doesn't see anyone.
ChrisJ's going to swing out wide. He's found two very quickly. There's the solution and a third to build upon it. Chris is a monster. He's got all four, and he's barely been touched.
Где? Ну, я имею в виду, в смысле, если Нави доходит до второго места на чемпионате на топовом, значит, это что значит? И для кого-то значит, что Нави в хорошей форме, а для кого-то, что другие в плохой. Ну, Нави действительно были в хорошей форме, но и другие тоже действительно были плохие. Кстати, ну да, такие есть. Ну, Нави действительно в хорошей форме, Дим, ну поверь мне просто.
Не-не-не, я согласен. Мы с тобой разговаривали, и мне тоже понравилось, потому что они, правда, пытались на хтов.
Вернее, от маузов. Ну вот показали они один раз прикольную комбинацию, мне понравилось, как они чуть-чуть с таймингом зафокусили пятачок под Б-плентом, кинули смок на стенку сюда, вот прям в просвет. И еще и выбили там очень круто маузов. Понравилось мне это решение от них.
Вот, Инферно. Колода архетипа Ады из 78 карт, созданная с кавером, продолжение карт Таро, популярна среди эзотериков, направленной левой руки. Приятненько. А тем временем у нас тут заход на апленд. ChrisJ выносит еще и Келикса. Сантарас. И спрей. Попал немножечко с легонца. И мажор. Ну, я не знаю, здесь крайне сложно что-то поделать будет. 2 на 4. Мы все прекрасно видели, как Мауза шедеврально и совершенно спокойно заехали на этот плент. ChrisJ спасибо отдельное. Сделал все важнейшие киллы. На самом деле, вообще все киллы. И Сантарас погибнет последним. Mousesports выигрывает. В этом противостоянии 2-0 получается, да, у нас?
Make stuff like that happen. But HSK first man to fall. Oscar's been able to find one with his aggression in through mid. ChrisJ, he's holding here. There is Zeph just tucked into the corner. Glow trying to bait ChrisJ out.
They're so slow with their approach. It's actually quite interesting. A lot of European players have just been like, oh, I'm going to peek him, I'm going to try and one-dig him. But they're very disciplined, I'll give them that. 40 seconds remaining, ChrisJ going to boost up his teammate Sunny towards CT there. And this is a lovely little setup. If you do this, ChrisJ takes the aggro away and they try and chase the player in towards spawn and spray through smoke. And, of course, Sunny's above them and should get the kills. Chris is more than willing to challenge for one kill. Smoke to coming towards spawn, you'd assume at this point. There it is. And so ChrisJ takes the aggro away. Now let's watch Sunny. He'll be missing the shot, unfortunately, but making up for it. As he drops down, ChrisJ should be able to finish this one off. Needs a quick scope, there it is. And there, lovely stuff. ChrisJ looking much better now. Mousesports operating at maximum efficiency. And you can see the money's still quite weak for him. The latter pushes up, trades out a kill, that's enough. Allows ChrisJ to push through that smoke. Get another kill. Oscar comes to life with the boost. Really nice stuff. And finally, they should extend their 2-round lead right now as they'll be up against pistols. But this didn't stop G2 before, I have to say. Apex surely bought the deagle again. He has. He fancies his chances once more. Sunny looking towards that underpass and gets a pretty much kill on a plate. No, doesn't come much easier than that.
Sadly does not. Sunny controls the spray and my goodness.
ChrisJ takes them all.
Him and ChrisJ, yeah, they've just combined. Oh no, MBK, there's one. He's got the ball rolling. Maybe a little bit more. ChrisJ hopping up on top of the boost on short. He's going to be able to find that. You kind of start to believe like a little bit MBK gets one. I'm like, not going to get too into it just yet, but a couple more shots. I think there was I think it was Sunny over in Connector was tagged to what, like 10 HP? So he was only one shot away from going down as well. And with the
entries onto the B bomb site right now for Renegades, if they have any hope of winning this round. If they lose even so much as one single player, well, I guess maybe a 2 versus 3 on the retake would still be doable for Renegades, but they need to get that bomb down on the B side. And Sunny, look at this, he knows exactly what's going on, but Nifty, he's a little bit too sharp. The incendiary down late though from ChrisJ is going to cause some problems. And 2 sharp headshots, a third there as well, as Mousesports, or more importantly really, ChrisJ.
So they won't be comfortable rotating just yet. There's that secondary smoke. Just mollies and flashes left now. Renegades, they've got a 4v2 on this B-bomb side if they can take it.
Yeah, and the firebombs come in on the side as well from the Renegades. They haven't really put anyone out of position on the CT side. You still owe those spots out, Sunny, and now they just need to dispatch of ChrisJ. He gets 2. The third as well, no scope. Yustilow goes down. It's all gone wrong for the Renegades. And Azza now, 1 versus 3 with 10 seconds. There's almost no chance that he comes out of this.
If he can make this work, it's all down to timing. Chris hoping that smoke delays him so Sunny can get involved, and he's so close. Here it comes, but Zipnix, who else was going to read that play as they patiently decide when they want to retake this bomb site. Chris can't find the kills, but he doubles up. He's got a chance now. One more to find his glaive wheels around the bomb site, and it's going to headshot, and there's the angle. There's the frag. Chris pulls it out of nowhere.
That's how you get on the board. If you're 0 to 11 and you need some kills, you need a round.
Его позиции здесь. Раскидочка пошла. Молотов под буст.
Ну, а пока Стика ничего не угрожает. А вот уже Молотов угрожает, и нужно бы убегать. И флешка отличная, правда. Помогли ему оппоненты в первую очередь. Стика, то есть одного, второго также похоронил. И не могут выйти. ChrisJ хелпует, и Молотов полетел еще. ChrisJ дает фраг. И только один депс остается в живых команды Mousesports. Но
как же одна маленькая граната за $200 повлияла на этот раунд. На самом деле, она реально... Должны были Стика забирать, да, когда он убегал из этого Молотова. Но эта флешка просто не дала ничего сделать. Весь... И ChrisJ забирает последнего. Вообще ничего не дали сделать. Эта флешка просто стоит. Мейн принимать, но смочат мейн. И те, и другие. Обоюдный смог. Видел Сани, ну не получилось дожать у нас депса здесь.
А тут Фагли прям перед смоком стоит. Вот это ничего себе.
Как они разошлись, как море корабли. Сейчас в спину.
Нет, дэмэджа внес, но...
Все красные. Все на Б, все с хедшотами.
Что?
Что ты мутишь, брат, друг? Робс и ChrisJ остались.
И бомба лежит.
И плент на девятке лежит.
Подарочные карты от команды Mousesports. ChrisJ отъезжает. Серк не попадает. Попадает, а второго-то не знают, а бомбу-то... Куда ты, Робс? Вернись, я все прощу. Секунда времени. Он очень рисковал.
Хочет выбить девайсы. И он выбил девайсы. И он выбил девайсы! Что происходит на этой карте? И опять XM-ка.
Стандартные вещи от команды Heroic с точки зрения ретейка. То бишь за фургоном подождать, посмотреть, потом пойти.
Да, хотелось бы подождать, хотелось бы и на самом деле даже ретейк оформить какой-то, но вот минус есть от Ника по Сане. 2 хп все еще живо, интересный поворот событий. И команда Mousesports, будучи 3 в 5, сейчас должна понимать, насколько важно не проигрывать такую пистолетку. Стика подпускает упор к себе, начинает накидывать много дэмэджа, говорю я. И последний остается Ника, 2 хп. Ну, братик.
Не сделает ничего против Робса, но не делает ничего против ChrisJ. В том числе, ну и вот и Mousesports сделали все широко. Начали узко. Ригидная психика это называется, да? Эх, как же вот чертов коннектор все мешает, никак не продохнуть.
Приелся ты к этой фразе, а? Ну ладно.
Да, не, она мне очень понравилась. Она клевая. Только 1000 чертей еще в канале не хватает, так нормально. Стика, братик! Что ты
кстати
будешь
говоря,
делать?
он опять соло был на Б, но благо приходит на помощь ChrisJ, если так забирает Стик и ChrisJ. Ну, как он живет здесь вообще, то и делает минус еще. Роман только лишь впоследствии разменивает. 3 в 2, бомба за плентом.
Лишь может отправиться обратно в мидл. И все-таки он шьет Сани. В рубахе родился Саня.
Вообще мимо ушей там пролетело. Стико на Б поджимает, его законтролили. Стико, но тут есть ChrisJ, который может сделать рефраг. Сани также делает минус по Элижу, это было в мидле. И Крис забирает еще и Тако. Последний нитро на Б-пленте вышел. И сейчас будет... Нет. Есть. Все-таки нитро делает фраг по ChrisJ. Оскар отвечает. И это дополнительные раунды.
Ой, мы этого ждали. Смотреть выходы в спину. Ну и мы, наверное, пропустили уже выход с окна. Там уже Саня раскидывает дефолты. Ну и Liquid стоит вообще отдать все позиции Сани. Нужно прочекать сверху, над железным. Там находятся 2 игрока команды Liquid, и нафиг прикрывает. Стику пытается поставить бомбу. ChrisJ в итоге сбривает. И его там еще один хедшот, как у него это получается. Даунбокс здесь. Крис. Еще один минус по твисту. 4 килла уже он показал. Вот он, этот голландец, который пока что копает команду Liquid. Где не дошло.
Отошли обратно. Liquid. Дали много экшена в мидле. ChrisJ у нас вдали с АВП на Б. Это, безусловно, хорошие новости для команды Mousesports. 20 секунд до конца раунда. Liquid начинает заходить. Это практически шашлык от ChrisJ. Сейчас он сидит. Он понимает, что его фокусят. Делает выпад. Еще один минус. Роб забирает Элиджа. ChrisJ минус по нитро. И здесь уже Муза могут стабилизироваться. Да, смотри, то есть 5 в 0 раунд берется. Работает 2 авика.
Is not even necessarily on the T side, but is you have to be able to break it on the CT side because a lot of teams do favor it. And here's Mertz, and look at all the tricks you can do. And there's ChrisJ with the entry. Just a quick drive-by, and he can even pick up that AWP if he wants it. The tough part is because KRB's put so much emphasis on mid with Valda, he's got a really tough rotation, a really tough decision to make, and he's got to give it up. MSL has been safe throughout this half at long, and ChrisJ's now going to swing out a little bit wide to take that fight.
2 kills for him, and that actually should be the save signal from North.
Chris is looking great early, come around the corner, but it still might work out. I mean, if you have the MAC-10, why not play it in this position? Are you going to try and play it long range in the yard? I mean, it makes sense to me.
You need someone to bait for you, though. Chris isn't there. Kirby actually does check it. He comes around the corner, was shooting initially elsewhere. ChrisJ, he's next up. The off angle on top of the train, that's the bomb down. He knows there's one more coming around. He's playing this so perfectly. He's controlling the scenario, and he's getting all 3 kills, and he adds the last one. Valda is down, and he's actually going for the ace. Not going to get it, but he's done his job, certainly, and Rops will finish things off for him. Beautiful round from the Mousesports captain.
That's out of this world. How does he get... I mean,
he recovers, and again, it's ChrisJ. This outer bomb site is his. No one else can access it. And Mertz can't even get that frag. He was holding the angle for Oscar, but he's just too quick.
Yeah, it seemed like the bullet almost disappeared then, just because I don't know when it went. He was single-scoped instead of double-scoped, so it's hard to tell, but that's... Twice, Chris has just essentially won the round just from great A defense. That can't really happen if you're North. Like,
no.
It's fine if he gets 1 kill, but they've got to be able to trade him somehow.
Yeah, the trade
across the board, really.
It is.
Simple, having a very quiet day, but Na'Vi still looking dominant.
That's, yeah, that's simple as 3 kills versus VP.
And
VP,
and everybody else, 16, 16, 15, 13.
That's pretty
Pretty
nuts. But here we go. Ruby opens things up. While one set of, while one Polish team is struggling, one is certainly exceeding our expectations. ChrisJ, oh, look at him go! ChrisJ, 4 massive kills, and what an utter beast that man is. It all falls onto Snap.
Even a bit more, then it's going towards the lobby. Oscar, great positioning here. He'll find him, but still a 3 versus 2. Bomb to be planted with 10 seconds remaining.
That's the key factor, though. Get the bomb in position, however. Dennis needs the kill. If he walks in and smartly he backs away, that would be pretty much round, I think, swinging the other way firmly because he loses the rifle. They have a scout for Draken. Are they? Okay, I was going to say there's no need to back off yet. And that works out because Draken takes down Oscar, who spotted his teammate outside first. They've got kits in all 3. I was going to say this absolutely has a retake written all over it. ChrisJ, AK, does manage 1. Still has control behind the silo with 62 HP. That's more than enough to take down 2 players. Should he play it right? And he plays it perfectly. Down they go. Mousesports with the round.
My God, I didn't think he stood a chance there. NIP actually played
for any dominance of it per se, but he's sitting back to see if there'll be aggression in returns that can at least have the information that indicates to me that A is going to be the final destination. Smokes, flashes go over. Oscar's aware of it. They're going to try and bait Sticko in from the cubby, so he won't go all the way back on the AWP. He's not going to need to. Electronic jumps across. He hits the shot perfectly. Sticko goes back out to find Edward, and then they can back off. That's a success in the positional switch.
5 versus 3. They'll make their way towards B, but Zeus, to his certain death alone, there's no trade potential there. You've got to go through with him. You can't just throw him into the wolves and expect this to be a recovery. A simple gun of the AK. Flamey, I had to say, I did bait a little bit there. He went through the smoke with them. Maybe had a chance to get that trade through. It was a smoke and it was a difficult recover position, but that is level the CT.
Севич здесь сделал нереальный объем работы, у него 13 киллов.
Тарасевич, да, карту отыгрывает пока неплохо. Очень неплохо. 5-5. Ну, ровненько у нас, пока ровненько. И Маузата, ну, раунды свои набрали за защиту.
Флешки полетели, Nothing откидывает смачок. Вот она. Классическая защита от Маузов, которую мы видели до этого, вполне себе успешную. Главное сейчас хорошо стрелять. Важно не переагрессировать. Стика в одном углу, Nothing в другом. Робс занимается апартаментами. Ликвиды выходит, убивает одного, убивает второго. Без шансов, без вариантов. ChrisJ на хелпе вышел, делает 2 килла в ответ. Но его зонирует смоком, или что это? Нет, это флешка. ChrisJ ушел сюда же. Сани уже на хелпе на коннекторе встречает. Какое хедшотище! Боже мой, что творит голландец? Он просто раскрыл свои алые паруса. Да
что ты творишь?
О, мой бог. Это слишком.
Крис де Йонг. Ну, Эйс, давай. Ну, такой раунд нужно закрывать. Да, браво, ChrisJ просто. Что за дикий?
Канада конкретно ничего не смог сделать. Так, выходит.
ChrisJ, что вчера в ударе был, что сегодня просто разносит со снайперской винтовкой.
Его и Робса хватит здесь. Мало того, еще Сани не подрубил. Сани вчера был просто невероятен, особенно на Мираже. И я уверен, что он на следующих картах тоже сможет себя показать, если не на эту еще включится.
Да и
это уже будет достаточно.
И Nothing, и Стика свои минуса-то делают.
Ну, вот как раз к этим-то, наверное, больше всего претензий, особенно если взять то, что большинство давления происходит именно на А-пленте, но в этот раз Team Liquid решили пощупать Б-точку. И здесь ChrisJ, выстрел еще один, у него просто не мажет АВП, да прекратите вы это!
Что за автонаводка?
Это просто какая-то дичь, это ненормально, друзья, ChrisJ слишком хорош для этой игры.
Да, подбирайте его ВП, трофейное, вот это вот.
Принимать лонг, но при этом болт за машиной не палится, играет довольно аккуратно. Он наконец-то выходит, пытается его вычислить. По-моему, преимущество у юспиков, но как же болт не попадает? Фоллен тоже уходит назад, болт еле живой, 10 хп остается. Пытается выжить, но его прошивает, потому что стекла у машины, оказывается, шьются даже с глока.
Холостые патроны выдали команде СК на этот раунд, судя по всему. Фоллен тоже очень сильно проседает, там раскидка пошла на просвет, возможно, подсадку стоит построить прямо сейчас команде СК, а именно Фоллену и Феру. Там уже бомба устанавливается, нужно поспешить, ребята. Только сейчас Фер врывается, но в итоге на глок 18 ChrisJ. Очень красный, тут остается Колдзара последний, 11 хп, и он не жилец в этой ситуации. Стику его забирает через своего тиммейта. 12-4. И это тачдаун. Центр не получается пока что нормально пройти. Наконец-то есть минус против Рейна. Он пытается идти обратно. Тут опорники, 1 и 2. Кроумен неплохо стреляет против одного соперника. Но все-таки тут еще будет помощь от Гардиана. Керриган забирает только еще одного соперника. Ну и вот он, выход от команды Mousesports. Нико последний пытается ворваться на малые пески. И тут же его забирает ChrisJ. Трипл-килл от капитана команды Mousesports. 1-0.
Невероятно четкий, спокойный выход со стороны шорта от Маузов. Делают все от начала до конца качественно. Парнейшие, соответственно, в защите вообще здесь нечего было делать, несмотря на усиление на пленте. И сейчас мы посмотрим на париматчевские коэффициенты на конкретно эту карту. Напомню, что ее пикнули Mousesports, поэтому здесь шансы у них достаточно неплохие. 1.97 к 1.77.
Соглашусь с тобой. Смотрим на форс команды Face Clan. Скаут от Гардиана. Работа уже на центре. Тут, кстати, уже заметил одного противника. Это был Nothing, который прошел направо. Ну и, собственно, команда Mousesports играет крайне закрыто в этом раунде, потому что боится ЦЗшек, боится вот пушить с гранатами. Но мы команда Mousesports убить Хаварда и потом выйти на эту базу, поставить бомбу. Тот чекает, кстати, очень грамотно через пиксель. ChrisJ. Как это было опасно. Тут же Болотов отлетает. Ну и 23 хп остается у опорника Сани. Должен закрывать мидл. Nothing откидывает смог на сити. Там уже на девятке будет тоже еще один игрок защиты. Ой-ой-ой, Кроумен забирает в итоге Nothing. Это был прострел!
Жесть. Сани заходит с другой стороны, увидел Кромана, прикончил его в свою очередь, но Ника тут как тут совершенно неожидаемая позиция для Сани. И он оставляет Криса Де Йонга одним, точнее, в единственном числе на А-пленте, который должен поставить бомбу. Есть 5 секунд, да, нормально все будет в этом вопросе, но теперь надо убить троих. И тут дело не в хедшотах в голову, тут дело хотя бы просто в выстреле по телу, только не по ногам.
Да, на тот месте должны просто играть ребята из команды Mousesports. Попытка выхода от Нику слишком агрессивно. ChrisJ считает такого. Ну и вот он выход. На дефолте пока что остается ChrisJ. Забирает еще одного соперника. 1 на 1 ситуация. Капитан против капитана Керриган. Пытается выйти на него слишком агрессивно. Крис!
О, за себя и за Mousesports просто этот парень отрабатывает от начала до конца. Остается Ника, все еще борется. Рейна подсаживают на будку. Он должен здесь найти хоть какие-то киллы. Гардиан выносит Робса. Mousesports все еще никак не могут поставить здесь бомбу. И бомба падает. Nothing остался без жизни здесь.
Ой-ой, Керриган тоже на зелени уже показал себя. ChrisJ забирает Рейна. 3-2 ситуации. При этом Керригана умывает борщом. Господи, Стико забирает его. 2-2 ситуация. Керриган, ну, упал тот без фрага. Это очень печальная новость, но Гардиан пытается отрабатывать за плентом. В итоге отлетает от капитана Де Йонга. Кроумен последний. У него есть смог, есть дефузы, но при этом позиция еще не прочитана игроками атаки. Кроумен рано или поздно должен выйти. И в итоге какое решение? ChrisJ вместе с Тико просто уходят на коннектор, где, в принципе, какое-то время назад был Гардиан, который выходил тоже там на плент, и в итоге сейчас атака ставит бомбу, позиции на...
Каких-то хороших мувов. Они вот на Б-базу сейчас вдвоем выходили, они спокойно могли размасить ChrisJ. Но почему-то Хоббит встал под такую линию, как не убить ChrisJ, а тиммейт-то он уже потерял. Размен не произошел.
Опа, Мол находит Оскара, 4-3, можно пробовать дальше. Снакс на CT будет находиться под плентом сейчас, и информации по нему нет, его даже не видели, не слышали. Моус АВП ждал, Снакс, это уже 3-3. Саня ожидает Досю, Дося отлетает, информация есть, что на лонге присутствует игрок защиты. ChrisJ находит Моуров, заканчивает жизнь Адрена, и Гамбиты даже не отреагировали на это действие.
Только что была идеальная ситуация, дабы забрать третий раунд. 3-3. Олег, ну... Может быть,
да, это...
At the bomb site, and then it's going to be a little bit of trouble for Mousesports. The remaining players here on the bomb site. Chris still in the window, We'll see. Olofmeister's going to be there. He's waiting for a couple of teammates. Not going to see anyone the first peek. And Oscar almost looking for it. Is he going to have the timing? No, he won't. Looking the wrong way. Snacks gets two, lining him up. Guardian and Rain going down before he's finally dropped. And now Chris, he can stop this defuse. They don't quite know where he is. There's one big kill for the double. And now Nico has to find him. And it's going to be quick. And Chris will take him down. A great triple for him. And Mousesports winning a
Edward, I was going to say will, but Zeus has had a look into apartments, and that's enough for Edward to start to move towards the B-bomb site. And indeed, Zeus is looking for that top mid information. He sees nothing there, so it's very likely at this point to be an A play. No one in apartments, no one top mid, holding the pop flash for the pull position. That is beautiful. Here comes a push. They are completely blind, but the angles are too deep in the site, so they won't take any kills from that. A trade on the site, and Simple's looking for someone.
That's the first one. They try to plant the bomb, and oh wow, he'll lose the duel against the CZ. That's a big one, and there's big opportunities here. The P90 has betrayed Zeus, and Sunny will pick it up. He's picked up the P90 as well. So 3 versus 2 for Na'Vi, and there is a kill on Edward, but no grenades. As mentioned previously, they are sorely lacking that utility, and that makes it very difficult. Moving into crossfires like this, Snacks has to look the right way, but there's the trade fragger coming in handy as ChrisJ locks it down with a 3K. Mousesports really needed that round, and it almost went sideways as we had the right smokes in the right place at the right time for Na'Vi, but they
plant the bomb. You can pretty much buy every round, but they have not been doing much of that. Ross gets knifed.
Oh my god, must have been around
Where is
Shadow.
W? It's so hilarious. Mousesports are 6-0 up, and I'm pretty sure Rob still slammed the table, just frustrated. These guys are so demanding of themselves. It's a lovely flick from ChrisJ. Hasn't taken too much damage, looking for kill number 4. Padding the stats. Snacks in the jungle position. Desperate for some action. He's abandoned the B-bomb site. There goes ChrisJ. Oscar has an awkward ankle. Flank coming in from Sunny. And there's Snacks now on the scoreboard. Oscar's got to be careful though. Don't make it too expensive for the CT side. Sunny will finish things off from the ramp.
Big individual performances to try and get any kind of thing on the board here. MSL has come a little bit alive. He had 0 kills for a long time, but he's picked up a couple now, and that's going to help them out. 2-on-2. We've been here before. Valde going to look for the opening. Almost got taken out. Probably should have been a kill. Defending with 2 AWPs. That could get very interesting. Close range, and MSL will take out one more kill. Chris with one, turning around. Can he actually steal this dream away? He gets the kill and taking down MSL. Oh, he's cruel.
CT 2 players mid, so it was a 4-on-5. Olofmeister's lurking top mid, now gets taken out. Is that enough info for the CT?
Yeah, once again, just leaving it to very low amounts of time here. Guardian will be arriving finally, and he's been, again, instrumental to some of these A takes. Rops will be Molotov the way, and that is going to create just enough time to plant the bomb here. No room for error there. If he'd been taken down, that'd be that. But they get to play the retake here. Mousesports. Nico holds down the flank against Sunny. Unhappy, that took 2 bullets, James, instead of 1.
Again, they've got no 4 plays left. They've got no defuse kit. They need to get on this bomb quickly. And where is it planted? Is it planted for default, or is it planted for the inverse? Carrigan's position may suggest the latter. 10-second defuse coming in. That's a great flick from Guardian, but he needs more. So close, almost sees it. Mousesports managed to frag all of FaZe Clan and just about defuse the bombs. That is such a low percentage.
Это опасно. Это реально неприятно для шведского коллектива. С другой стороны, обрати внимание, как там под Б-базой играет Робс вместе с товарищем Оскаром, который забирает Кримза, а Робс даже вообще-то и не пригодился толком.
А везде поджали. Да, но это свобода от команды Mousesports. Я вот о ней только что говорил, то, что они все открываются, потому что чувствуют уверенность, и Fnatic все закрывается, потому что мы только что видим вот сейчас то, что было. То есть одна позиция чпоник, вам по кумполу, вторая позиция чпоник, и вы просто парализованы полностью, абсолютно, и умираете. Типа без разменов, без урона, без всего, вы просто погибаете вот так, как сейчас. И я не читаю будущее, это просто так и должно плюс-минус было случиться, чисто тенденциально, и оно так и получается, собственно. И сами Mousesports это чувствуют, и, кстати, сами Fnatic это тоже понимает сейчас, и даже Scream в качестве нового игрока это тоже понимает. И поэтому вот он пытается кого-то вантапнуть, тоже отлетает, и это 5 в 0, и 4 от ChrisJ.
И это уже 12 раундов для команды Mousesports. 2.
Дося отворачивается, во второй никак, уж здесь не сыграть, и это фраг для Робса и ChrisJ, который подошел на хелпу 15-11 маппоинт. Команда Mousesports готова выводить это Best of 3 на 3-ю карту, это будет Денюк.
Нюк — это, конечно, интересный вариант. Гамбиты на Нюке играли против Нави. Вчера обыграли эту команду. Не знаю, насколько сильно мышки играют Нюк. Когда-то это была их такая козырная карта, интересная карта. Мы все помним Оскар. О, вот смотри, что нам показывает. Ни одного раунда еще.
Да.
Ни одного раунда за
11-4.
атаку.
Ну, мы задавались вопросом, может ли вот обычно-то хуже, чем команда,
Ой, вот этот коктейль Молотова
которая не
хороший.
берет ни одного раунда. Тут, наверное, очень сложно будет отыграть дальше. Все-таки Моу забирает Робса. ChrisJ сработал. Но дальше вот Крис каким-то образом, будучи слепым, все-таки забирает одного, и второго, и третьего, прошивает. Это была Дрен. За этой дверью, и, в общем-то, Оскар должен зайти в этот смог. Господи, Снак не дает Хоббиту пройти в спину противнику. Заход в спину.
Посмотри еще на количество гранат, которые есть в запасе у Маузов. Они могут откидываться и откидываться. 30 секунд до конца раунда-то всего лишь. Хотя на Б этих гранат не осталось. Одна флешка у ChrisJ, и все. Нужна стяжка. Пошла стяжка. Стяжка уже от Оскара. Надо выходить.
Ну все, но по факту это похоронки для Hellraisers. Они просто закончились совершенно гранаты, закончилось вообще все. Они очень медленно выходили, они полностью читались. Атаки здесь просто нет от Ашер. И мы все прекрасно...
Niche du coup. Le premier il se retourne, attention à ChrisJ, son AK est aiguisé. On le sent en toute vaillance venir challenger Engine, il est pas très loin de prendre du WhatsApp et c'est remporté peut-être par ChrisJ, est-ce qu'il a le temps, il a un kit et c'est remporté. 3-3. Ouais. Pratiquement au niveau du Marek. Ouais non, juste derrière le BP. Oscar qui s'impose. Oscar une nouvelle fois, passe sur Oscar. 2v1, ChrisJ derrière la porte.
Il va nous faire rêver, je le sens. Voilà, regarde.
Hop, le premier headshot sur Paz et le deuxième. Alors c'est pas un headshot mais en tout cas ça impacte toujours ces situations de clutch. ChrisJ sur du contre-nature.
Je suis en 2v1, j'ai ChrisJ, je fais que plante direct. Hein. Voilà, je me dis il va sortir.
Je suis même pas sûr qu'il ait eu le temps de fake plante pour te dire.
Pretty close down to the wire as well, and then having it immediately stripped away from you, and it's a fantastic return from Mousesports. In particular, ChrisJ finding this triple in this round. He is certainly looking a little bit scary right now, and that there is always a terrifying thing about Mousesports on trade. You know,
we'll see though if there's a backup plan ready to be deployed for Sprout. Seems like they want to potentially set up for pretty standard smokes out into yard. Get some flashes out for Faven as well, so he can actually move out. Right now, though, Mousesports are not throwing away any sort of utility as well. You can still see that they have two Molotovs on players playing out towards yard. Actually, one of them is on Oscar, and he's towards higher, but still plenty for Mousesports to deal with whatever gets thrown at them. There we go. ChrisJ gets into action once more, finds two frags immediately, jumps on top of third train, and finds the third one as well on top of green chain. 4 kills for ChrisJ.
Through the smoke as well, because there's so many positions that Mousesports can be in that wide area that they have. Config's now playing in the halls, so he doesn't allow Mousesports to take another one of those dirty 5v5s, but they're so close. Oh, there's ChrisJ just absolutely ruining Config's day.
Yeah, but the clock is getting a little bit close. 20 seconds left, and Molotov has gone down. Snappy trying to slow them from getting the bomb plant, but it isn't going to be the case. Oscar will be there to plant it. Now we look to see if the team has...
Rotation coming in as well. That's next, making his move. He's going to go for a really long rotation here, and this might buy some time for Mousesports as they make their way towards the inner bomb site. There we go. Well, Chris doesn't need a creek. He needs an AK in his hands. That's 2 quick kills. Smooya does get a return onto Sunny. These trades go back and forth. ChrisJ continuously keeping up that good work. Ooh, I think Oscar's been spotted out by Smooya there, so he needs to be careful. Down to 18 HP, taking significant damage, so already being softened up here. And well, there's the follow-up. Get dunked, says ChrisJ, as the rest of the big squad moves towards the inner bomb site. Rob's well in position to deal with this. Is going to go down to Tapson. That would mean a bomb plant is at the hands. So even though Smooya goes down out in main, doesn't really matter. You get the bomb plant that they needed and wanted. Tapson might be looking to do some additional damage. Gets a couple.
Мы видим, что Санни с Крисом де Йонгом вдвоем окопались на Б, причем на старте, то есть фейзы этот банан еще долго будут выбивать. Это сплит, который Керриган, кстати, по-моему, Санни читает, да, Санни читает сплит, пошел чекать Керригана, ну, в смысле, пошел чекать Хелпу. И, боже мой, какая ошибка от Олаф Мейстер и компании, они уже поверили в том, что Криса тут нету, вообще никого тут нету, а тут Крис, и говорит, здорово, братва, чё, как? Чики-пики и в дамке, да? Ну, нет, сорян, Б-плент я вам не отдам. Сейчас бы сердца за любой бы посмотреть. Тем временем 15-3. Херойки без вариантов отлетают на Денюке. К сожалению, для нас они показали реально крутой дефенс на трейне, но потом что-то как-то у них вообще не пошло. Развал на улице. Херойки погибают one by one. Умирает Криса де Йонга 3 человека. 4 человека, прошу прощения. Ну и это, конечно...
Ну, бая в следующем вроде как не должно быть, только если не сейв 3 девайсов. Ну, а так... Желательно мышам, конечно, не сжимать. Свои возможности и показывать... Ой, как Робс уверенно спиной шел, а там Кэдди, он в упоре с Вальдемаром. ChrisJ, флэш бы туда, Робс, ты куда? Бальде, куда, Кэдди, ChrisJ? Вот это развал на Б-апартах. А ведь Робс действительно верил в своего... Ну, хотел сказать капитана, но самое неубедительно. Но а что делать? Нужно теперь бороться до последнего. А там стик на Б-апарта замечает очень много движущихся целей. ChrisJ забирает Изи. Кирбай забирает стика за плентом. И Mousesports отдают точку базы Б. Кирбай хорошо пострелялся с Оскаром. ChrisJ забирает гейда. ChrisJ выходит с борта. Замечает на тачке прыгающего Кэдди. Она забирает Кэдди. Она вантапами. Еще и Кирбай получает по голове последний патрон. Умирает Вальды за плентом. Квадрокилл от ChrisJ. Ну и что? Где хейтеры ChrisJ на первой карте? Где? Возможно, плюс какая-то граната. Там 650, плюс 700, 300. Да. Флешка какая-нибудь условно. Но ему накидывают. Дроп тиммейты. Ну и Шпера все еще никак не может пробить барьер Zero Kills, но я думаю, что в ближайшем будущем должен побороть себя. Ну а пока минус от ChrisJ и очередной раунд грустный для Шпера. Попадает он под прицел снайперской винтовки, не впервые, да, было по сетап, минус от Кейпера по стика, ChrisJ забирает грубе на размене. Далее минус от Рапса, от Вичару сгорает мулики у нас Робс. Вот это прострел от ChrisJ, надо будет записать, надо будет зафиксировать. Что-то я про эту стенку даже подумать не мог. Сразу вспоминаются времена до 2-го в 1.6, когда есть АТшка.
То, что имеется, это развод на гранаты, это развод на время, и это имеет место быть, если у тебя такая договоренность с командой и проработанная ситуация. Там пошли с глоков пушить игроки команды Fnatic, забирает ChrisJ, GV только в одного в размен, второй также пошел, третий, четвертый, пятый, туда же может отвалиться, но не получается, и Кримс с 3 хп пытается хоть как-то выжить. Бомба есть, но вы держитесь.
Да не, на самом деле, Геймс-2 для него он очень часто щелкает. Как минимум. Твист, конечно, в этом раунде хорош, но, опять же таки, я не думаю, что против ChrisJ все будет так же легко. Тем более позиция Криса вообще-то очень интересная. А если смог? Если смог на бомбу, так садитесь, дефустите, кидайте флешки, все.
Какой-то простой, как 2 копейки
Так
вообще.
на самом деле процент того, что Ninja дефуз делает экзист, очень большой. Ну, на моих глазах это очень часто происходило. Ну.
Но пока не дефузит. ChrisJ слышит. Вот она первая. Туда же хаешка отправляет. Начинает Нет, дефуз пока не начинает. А вот теперь спрей вполне может заехать. Идет дефуз бомбы. И надо чуть-чуть правее. Братик, ты же сам ставил бомбу. Он убивает одного, и бомба взрывается. 10-й раунд для команды Mousesports. Хорош ChrisJ.
He leaves back up to the stairs. Not going to be able to spot out a firebox immediately. Watch for ChrisJ as well, because he sits in sandwich. And I would actually love a sandwich right now. Declan. Sandwich. ChrisJ. He's got the meat. And the potatoes. And the gravy. That's Rob's. He's got it instead. Taco's going to try and pull this back, but looking down from above. Easy shot for Chris on the AK. Came to a one-on-one because A's gone south quickly. Smoke in the hands for Nitro. Imagine he bounces that towards CT from his position. Or could get the coffins throw, I suppose, if Twist wants to do it for him instead. They'll go straight up. They had the same plan, so only one of them throws it. Instead, Nitro can't find the shot to ChrisJ. ChrisJ, ooh, with the op. Couldn't find Naf. Bit of a whiff. Still, though, it's a 5-on-2. Do they know that Twist has gotten this far? They don't.
This could be the difference maker.
This could be 2 kills immediately, because Chris is going to have to come out of hiding. They know he's in the back of the site. Twist. Oh, Twist. Could have made that easier. Does find one. Oscar holds the line, though. And Chris keeps his nerve in the back of the site as well.
Oh, my goodness. The double AWP starting to work out for them now. That's 2 rounds in a row. They could still win the half. All of a sudden, it's looking more promising for Mousesports, but still so much work to do. Liquid will take.
Oh, the timing of this could be brutal, especially if Sunny and Seiko, if they don't commit. That's a great drop down, an immediate kill for ChrisJ. That's going to open up the escape route. Oscar spots both of them in top mid, and somehow he's still alive as well. B bomb site is going to be lost, but this Mousesports offense is actually split. And at the moment, Chris is all alone. That's a huge kill to find for Rops. And even Chris with one more, and it was an element of... Oh, no. What is that?
Well, then, I guess you get the better of them and just go for that one peek, and that's when things go really bad. Yeah, he's going to try and force it.
They are splitting the defense up a little bit, though. Sonny's got to be careful. God, he's going to push right through the smoke on Catwalk. This is a play and a half. He's getting so much information. Oscar is going to get caught. This is going to be an interesting fight. This will be huge. If Oscar dies here, the rest of Mousesports just has to go. And they have to go through 2 smokes, 2 M4s waiting on the other side. Excuse me, one of them is an AWP. Flash is going to be out. Smooya holding the cross. Tizian with the peek. And oh, he somehow loses that. ChrisJ again in the shoulder peek to follow up. Smooya desperately trying to find something, but he's going to be smoked off. But they bought time for the rotation and the flank. And again, it's ChrisJ.
Yeah, that 553 just chewing up big right now. The Org now finally going to win one fight there, but Chris again, one more headshot, the triple kill now, shutting down that whole B defense. That was fantastic, 26 kills on him. He is really running away with it. Look.
The economy situation was for Luminosity after just those couple of kills that came in off the back of those pistols, those USPs doing the work. CT side with, again, a strong setup over towards B and more of a retake being played on A. They've got Sonny just waiting with the AK to see if anybody throws in that smoke cross. And actually, ChrisJ is going to start a rotation back. It seems like they're, again, getting the read onto the site. Smoke actually going to go down quite late. And that's another thing that Mousesports have been doing, holding onto their utility quite late. Note that over on the B site, in the game previously when Rops was trying to escape, they had an extra smoke ready just in case. Here they had it just to be able to take a little bit of presence. Now there is a gap, but they're looking for players on the site, and well, thanks to the map, we can tell there's nobody there. ChrisJ already holding the cross with that AUG. Nobody has the wet range that he has with that weapon. Manages one, and then also you got Sonny just holding onto the cross again. The clock starts to tick low, but it makes no difference anyway.
Well, 3 of the last 4 rounds. So there is a big potential in this for Astralis if they can win this round. Looks like it could be a quick split of the A bomb site with the rotation. We may just see this from Rops later on, but for now, they've got to try and defend Mousesports.
I like the fake last round, but, well, the run and gun approach this round is not going to work out quite so well. And this is not looking good right now. Device will go down outside as well. They're getting absolutely mauled left and right. Just Dupree now alive. Now the money sucks for Mousesports, so any kills that Dupree can get is actually very valuable. Looking to see if we can find the first one. That's beautiful movement. Oh my god, Dupree's movement in fight is so strong. Wow.
But it's only a small highlight. The board is covered in the color of Mousesports. And now the money is worse for Astralis. Again, that was a very big round for Astralis, and I feel like if you're a coach or something in
position ready to pounce as soon as they get an opportunity to do so. So scary here for Sonny out there in the open. Rops will find one though. And ChrisJ's made his way down through the vent. So that could be a backstab towards Secret, which will open up Sonny to help ChrisJ down to the lower bomb site. The pincer. Yes, Chris will find a very easy fragment device unless he turns around, but he won't have the gun out. So that's a frag for ChrisJ. Now Glaive needs to investigate. And oh my. Oh dear, he's actually gone straight past his opponent. He's got no idea. Oh my god, this could be catastrophic. I'm not sure for which team though, because that flank into lobby as they move into ramp could be a problem.
Yeah, the question is who does this benefit? Maybe the timing's working out for Mousesports and they'll assume a flank eventually from this position. ChrisJ reining in with the headshots. And could this round be any more perfect despite that position of Glaive? It will have little to no impact in this round at this point, and Astralis have finally lost a round.
Идет там из 4-5 раундов, они не могут ничего сделать за защиту, они начинают менять позиции, они начинают что-то придумывать, они начинают меняться плантами, в первую очередь. Как раз Simple сейчас может спокойно там на плант идти, перестать играть в улицу.
Ну, скорее всего, так оно и будет, на самом деле, потому что Simple остается без работы, а ему надо стрелять. Да, он теперь играет с мейном. И посмотрим, что Александр Костылев предпримет в этом раунде.
А вот,
пожалуйста.
о чем я тебе как раз-таки и говорю. Вот просто меняет позицию, ищет опен на тех позициях, куда как раз выходят ребята из Mousesports. Ну, это нормально, абсолютно нормально для Авика и Эдвард, но все равно провал у нас идет на этом апленте. Элик минус Ани, 3 в 3 ситуация, можно делать ретейк, пытаться. Simple
флешка.
Причем, знаешь, как-то без особых проблем выходит команда Mousesports на эту топ-ленд. От Криса де Йонга есть 2 минус по девятке, минус Флейм и минус Simple. И Электроник вынужден снова сейвить свой единственный девайс. Это 5-й раунд для мышек в атаке. И, слушай, первый серьезный такой звонок в дверь команды Натус Винсера. Что-то, может, тактикал...
ChrisJ, in the meantime, on the Krieg, taking a little look in over here at short, and he does manage to tap down the first man, helped out by Oscar. These pistols are not getting anything done right now for Valiant's trying to pick a fight versus the rifles in mid, and that might be a decision they come to regret here. As now just 3 players remain. Hunter and Letney do at least have this crossfire set up, and that's 1 kill cemented. Hunter's position still an unknown factor here.
For now. Because look at Sunny. He's all the way on the wraparound. He's coming in from the market. Oscar caught with a nade in his hand. Luckily, ChrisJ does get that trade, so the flank from B wasn't even required to get control of the site. That being said, Sunny is still here, and that bomb can be dragged into position as well. It will be coming in through mid, which is a bit of a danger, but Letney doesn't have the HP to really win one of these battles. Surely he'll be up for the chopping block, and Chris will send him packing. So Otto now last man standing, not for long. He'll join his teammates. Chris, another 4K. In-game ChrisJ inside of this bomb site. He's just hiding at the back of the site. Robs has already been tagged up in the meantime down in the spawn. ChrisJ peeking out wide. Double kill coming from him. Holding this down like a master with the AUG. 3 kills, bomb dropped. And only Hunter left up down on B. Too far away to really make too much of a difference. And even though he finds a kill...
Anyway, into what could be not so much a reset of Vitality, but definitely not a ideal situation. This one falls apart. To mention Carrigan, that B anchor sometimes recognizes a bit of a weakness for his teams on this side of the map. He needs a lot of backup, as it will be Frozen to rotate in this time, so detecting the threats. He'll be holding towards the bench, and Carrigan holding towards window. Lots of damage done with that utility, but Zaiwu still finds the important headshot. Carrigan goes down, but Frozen's holding extremely well. 3 versus 2, double orbs on the retake here. No bomb planted, and ChrisJ very confidently finds the all-important kill, and the final one as well. That's very strong from Mousesports.
I gotta say, the Vitality smokes are awesome because they throw their smokes a lot at the beginnings of the round, and it smokes off window, connector, and catwalk, and then
This round, Space Soldiers do have control of Banana. ChrisJ's here, and oh, ChrisJ! He's locked it down. He's cemented that he is here on Banana. He's not messing around. He's dropped the bomb, returned the man advantage back to Mousesports, and any time spent by Rops at B, and Rops now emerging from his hidey hole is immediately going to get put down. ChrisJ and Woxic all that remain. A 2v3 required, and Yam still with that Molotov actually going to get deleted, so that won't play into this at all, but it's Calyx who might have just saved the day. ChrisJ in a 1v2. Stranger things have happened. Let's see if he's got it in him.
There is a kit dropped on Carrigan as well, so it's certainly doable. He finds one and the second. Oh, they try and trade Harry, but he's just too good. That's exactly what Chad was talking about at the desk when he said that, you know, this just shows the level of Mousesports that they can, you know, mitigate the mistakes made by Space, or maybe mitigate is the wrong word, but abuse mistakes made by Space Soldiers. I wouldn't even off the back of Spawn, or even just early B plays. These 5-on-5 B plays just haven't worked for Optic full stop. So great work from Mousesports once again on the defense, and more utility damage just to make matters worse for Optic.
See, I would read into it a bit of a different way. I would say it's really only the B plays that have been working for Optic up until a point, right? And now it feels like Mouse's have kind of adjusted to that.
Yeah, it's not the fact that the early...
Ooh, wow.
Okay.
ChrisJ's on a swivel.
It's not the...
I mean, I can't even say who I think can win this, because the real question for me is what North are we going to have show up, right?
Exactly.
We've just, and that's always been the problem with these guys. We've had such mixed results, and ChrisJ!
Oh!
Where has this come from? What is he doing? He's managed 3 kills, and this round has suddenly swung the way of Mousesports, all on Cadian. With that AWP, doesn't have armor behind it, but he still is able to eliminate Frozen. Pulls this back into a doable situation. 2v2, and here's Kiebi rearing his head. ChrisJ, oh, they line up. Good night, North, and Mousesports onto a 14th. It seems like any time they get an edge, Mousesports are there with the Sander to erode that away. 14-4. And now just 2 rounds.
As soon as that molly spreads, but he will be
allowed to get the 2K because Jacob had no idea that the molly didn't spread far enough. Open B site. Mouse will beat them on the rotation as well. It's only Azza rotating as well, expecting Rops to be lurking at A, which he's done time and time again. But with the two-man advantage, it's pretty much done now. Liaz and Grat in a 2v5. Matic. Matic, it's over. Matic, it's over.
It's the new blood for the boys on Renegades, and I couldn't be more hyped for them. A great opportunity for them to bring this one back. I can't sell it enough because it cannot be sold. Liaz has to bring it back with a 1v5 to keep the hopes and dreams alive for the IEMs.
Karrigan with the Mag 7 seems hungry. Frozen seems to jump down the vent and go back up the ladder, so I think he's trying to bait Get Right, but Get Right is just about ready for it. Down to 5 HP. He's being tagged quite a bit. Karrigan seeking something. What? From the ramp, ChrisJ. That's nasty. I guess they said he was tagged, and he managed to do a good job. Karrigan gets shot in the face, and that leaves Woxic and ChrisJ. Double scouts, and now it's just Woxic with a scout. No Kevlar, trying to do whatever damage he can. That HP is going to be brutal, and the brutality will continue with Electro. 4 players survive for Ninjas in Pajamas.
NIP taking the safe approach, knowing that CTs are buying on second round every single map. That is the meta, so smokes outside, be safe. You know they're not going to have Molotovs. Usually it's going to be pistols or scouts. You see a shotgun and Karrigan's. So
I need to try that wallbang. That's awesome.
It's nice. You can do it with a rifle too.
Through the trophy,
for example. He was a very key example of someone who you could do that with, right? You could tell him where to go. But this round, actually, they've nade stacked down through mid. I was kind of just talking over it because not much should have happened. But a lot has happened. And Devodovec shutting things down over in middle. The bomb has been dropped. And this was almost a... well, this was the partial investment from Instinct into nades and a few SMGs around it, but they have found a hell of a lot. The bomb has been retrieved, and Devodovec with just 4 points of health, the lone gunman left for Instinct, is going to struggle to find much. But with ChrisJ being on 1 HP, a couple of rifles dropped in the bottom of mid, he can look to try and do something in this round at the very least.
Yeah, this was a great gamble from Devo. The issue is Rops has just read through it like a book. He's already walked up short, taken the...
Multiple players trying to maintain control of Yard. MSL has got the AWP, and he's looking for the early pick on a ChrisJ, who's just going to walk right into him. Well, the MSL falling, and ChrisJ looks back up on top of Marshmallow as well. He'll walk away, easily collecting that. And as Tessis, Refresh, and Nico into a very difficult position. Good job from ChrisJ. Perhaps that's something that Mousesports need, is just a little bit of spice added into it. An individual to step up and try and give hope to the team.
And Mr. Reliable for Mousesports, ChrisJ steps up in round number 7. He's been part of this Mousesports roster since 2013, if you don't count the couple of times he's been benched for a month or two. And this experienced player pulls off the start of the round. Karrigan in with a kill of his own. Optic falling 1 by 1. And Tesses is also going to lose out. Good work from ChrisJ at range. And Nico is just going to try to get some kills at the end here. The round win is 2.
Out really well. I guess the deagle and the auto shotgun, if you're trying to shoot 3A, is just shooting through the door.
Maybe Karrigan closed it and Oscar just said, all right, well, I know where you are. Regardless, yeah, nice spam.
It works out so well. They've now taken the auto shotgun. Oscar says, that's fine, I'll use that. And very limited what Mousesports have here. Hellraisers actually with a decent chance to maybe even equalize.
This has become a obviously very popular tactic, and for good reason. It's really, really difficult to deal with, but I remember there was a time when Nuke was being played when there were just very few players who would do this. Snacks from VP was one of the few.
Yeah.
He was so good at it.
Ooh, Chris. Headshot on Oscar. Robs with the follow-up. Come on, Hellraisers. They've set this all up for themselves. There's no money on Mousesports at all. If they win this round, that's going to bring them up to 10. That means they equalize.
They ain't winning this round, Anders. It's not happening. It's over. 11th round for Mousesports.
That...
Best Buy, we're going to see out FaZe Clan to continue their run forward into this one. There's still possibilities they could pull this back, and Mousesports, maybe not so much of this roster, but in the past, we've seen them choke some of the biggest games in Counter-Strike. I still remember QB Fire managing to get to legend status after being 12-3 down versus Mousesports, so it's possible. But what? That was not safe for work. We couldn't show that, unfortunately, because ChrisJ is just slapping down the members of this CT side. He's going nuke nuclear again. ChrisJ is just phenomenal. He's got 4 kills already in this round. This is one that FaZe should have been able to close down without too many problems. And now it's left onto Nico to try and save them. He's found the first.
Like, what are you going to do? If you haven't got the utility as well, there's like
firing
two like cannons either side of Ramper, and you're all in lower trying to get that bomb down.
It's like tower defense.
Exactly. My
Ooh,
goodness.
ChrisJ.
The only chance they have is when ChrisJ's been 3-on-1s, and this is a chance now. Okay.
That's legitimate.
Change
a legitimate
the tone.
chance. Gets himself up the ladder. He will have a shot at the plant. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to eat my words. Naf's so quick up the ladder. He could contest. He heard it. And Naf's got a swing. He could have... Oh, no. It's 2 1v1s. It's not easy.
Oh!
And Naf!
Hello!
He's pulled a Sunny, and ChrisJ's going to convert. We've got round number 1. Mousesports fans elated.
For the 3rd kill, he's still at 100% health, but he's got to be careful. Chris is going to flank him. He gets the headshot anyway. That was half a second difference. Now it's a 1 versus 2, and they're going to put a grenade right in Chris' face. He's still going to get a headshot on Flamey. What an aim we're looking at here, and now tapping the bomb inside. He's off it already. Boomich trying to play a next level game coming around, but Chris is coming, and he's going to get the kill too. A triple for Chris, saving the round for Mousesports. What a round.
That's so gross. Not even the shot.
Everyone else, though, unfortunately, is going to be on Glocks, so I don't really expect much damage to actually be found in this round. They are grouping up above B, so maybe they can get out on towards that B bomb site, get the bomb down for a little bit of extra money at least. But there's the P250 already gone.
I like that ChrisJ just doesn't invest and keeps the Deagle in play. I mean, it's pretty effective at in this position in general. Very bottlenecked, so the spams are much more realistic to come through or to connect. And on 12-6, and what should be 12-7, Mousesports have got a lot of cash built up thanks to ChrisJ playing this weaker economy game. Even if he gets taken down, this is the other thing. They get nothing for it, and they're not going to get anything at all. ChrisJ comes through with 4, a really nice headshot onto Letney. He allowed the time for the spray to reach.
But there's a trade from the back from Rops. Carrigan trying to hold down the long position. Can't get down on the ramp in time for flashbangs for his teammates, but there is a trade there for ChrisJ. Crim's pushing the smoke. 2 players again left for Fnatic with plenty of time on the clock.
Yeah, that's so perfect, the timing. I was going to say there's so much information for Mousesports. They saw the 2 players at long, and Woxic's in a good position to cover if they actually decide to go out of the longhouse towards middle. So right now I think it's fair to say that Mousesports are pretty covered for everything. It's a nice shot there from Chris.
That's an interesting play.
Yeah.
I can only assume that he didn't realize how forward he was, because they seem to have an idea that somebody was towards the car. And when the smoke was thrown to the molly, they know where 2 of the 3 players are. So that one looked a little awkward. Now, how on earth does Twist not get traded here? This is almost an impossible situation. ChrisJ was expendable, but he will
deployed, and now just the 1-for-1. Kickert and Jame. Huge work from that B defense. Not only do they slow them down, the rotate's already arrived. Look at this. Woxic from construction. Kickert does escape towards pool. Oh, he eats that flash for breakfast. Nice work. Jame now looking to go 1 versus 3 to put them on match point. Woxic's just training his aim on this. This shouldn't be a problem, but it is now. Jame anticipating a banana push. Now focuses his attention back on the site. ChrisJ makes his presence clear. He's holding it. He's holding it, and he's doing oh so well. 1 second. Jame falls straight into his trap, and the Dutchman is flying. 13 for Mousesports. That's a ballsy call from Chris.
So Frozen, I think I didn't quite catch it, but this is what I think just happened there. Frozen saw the Molotov thrown towards first.
Side Henry G, Mousesports. They've been plagued by issues in and out of the server for this series. We saw, of course, Woxic's mouse issues rear their ugly head once again. The same that plagued them in their victory versus a Vanguard now showed face at the start of Train. It was Mousesports' pick, and already has tucked himself into that corner with his new armored AK. And Rops, I think he knows it's coming. Yep, Amaneki's full grey screen there. It may look a little silly, but he can't see a thing as he emerges out of that smoke. ChrisJ's looking to swing. He's over the scope. He can't flick. That is absurd. He's got friction burns on his wrist from that one. Does get traded, but Kenny, no one should hit that.
Oh, God. That's a statement in itself. He's just getting warmed up.
That's old school. That's very retro.
Well, a strong round from Mousesports, I have to say. The AWP USP combo, it's not known to be the strongest, but it certainly works out there as ChrisJ smokes towards library being deployed. AZ still trying to poke and probe on this side of the map as they start to get CTs in position.
Okay, smoke's perfect. Frozen actually going to choose to push through that, but look at ChrisJ. Oh, he's doing it all! Incredible work from ChrisJ. One clip of his M4 and 4 fall.
That's surely it here. AZ, wrong side of the map. 30 seconds remaining. 4 versus 1. We saw G2 demonstrating that first. I'm sure they didn't come up with it, but they were certainly using this great effect. Sports actually played them early in the tournament. Frozen trying to work the next pick, and Frozen's played that position before. Alex boosted up on the bomb side. We've seen him there get 3 kills in that spot. Next watching the window, but it's ChrisJ, they'll find RPK now. Is there anything else to be said? Absolutely. It is going to be the second kill upon entry. As we mentioned, money is so strong, they might as well see what's available to them, but hoping they come back towards A. ZywOo does find one, but the bomb to be planted now.
Lovely work from ChrisJ. The one time RPK ventures from his hidey hole and he's caught by the Dutchman. Gives them a way into the third. Every round, Mousesports get on this T side. Nice catch from Woxic as well. Just ZywOo, 1 versus 3. ChrisJ's tagged, but he's the one to pick up the frag. 3 in the round. The opening 2, crucial to success.
See it from the shelf.
ZywOo finds sandbags, Apex on Crane.
Defusing already. Cowgan touched it, I think.
Yeah, trying to get the new lease of life. Just 2 of them. They have to push on towards this bomb. Apex, he's trying to clear them out, but he's going to have his back turned to them. It's actually worked out quite well for him, using that smoke to maneuver, trying to find the burst, trying to stop the defuse as well. This is chaos all over the map. ChrisJ does thrive in the chaos. He has the kit. A triple from him, and an important triple kill.
Yeah.
Those 3 frags hold so much weight in the grand scheme.
Yeah, don't worry, mate. Sort that out for you. No worries.
I've got the tool in my bag.
Anyway, Alex will throw the preemptive incendiary to block the smoke, and ZywOo looking to finish things off here. It looks very good for them, but the trades are coming through. Alex needs to get the hell out of there. ChrisJ gets 2 frags in total. MBK trying to fight back, but takes a little bit of damage there. 3 versus 3. Ropt makes his way towards A. He's got great positioning here. Alex made a bit of noise. He's got this kill, no problem. It will be now advantage towards Mousesports. Plenty of time remaining.
Whenever I feel like Mousesports have their back against the wall, it's ChrisJ to deliver. We saw him on Inferno. He saved their asses with that multi-kill.
They got no nades, though. Still got to cross towards the site. No flashes. Nothing. They're going to have to find the kill, and it has to be Rops to do it.
Frozen might use the apartment balcony to aid his cross, try and jump over the aim of NBK. ChrisJ does one better. I told you, he delivers when it matters, and Rops finds the final head. 3 in the round from the Dutchman, 15-10 the scoreline. They have to double that up, they have to keep going.
3 пастируют. Нет, я посты не делаю, тут ребята у меня постятся. Нормально, нормально, хорош, ChrisJ, давай, крути! Куда? Палишься, братан? Мы ж так не договаривались. Ой, затылок просто почесали, затылок почесали.
Know that the second is there, so Carrigan walks away with 1 kill, or doesn't actually walk away. Does get dropped pretty much straight after that. And will be frozen right to the mid door, the double doors, taking away Z-Power. And Albizu will take away Woxic, a second kill coming in as well. So ChrisJ, he has to do it all. 2 players to find in the transfers there. The wild but controlled spray from ChrisJ allows it on the board for Mousesports.
Like, was it Get Right and MBK that still use it? I think there's maybe one more person as well, but ChrisJ, who's been over at the A site at Ticket Booth before, has done punching tickets. He wants to punch lives. Don't ask, I don't know where I'm going with this one. But he gets another kill in this round, and a third. ChrisJ. And a 4th. Can he get the ace? No, we're just going to be able to come back in from
the bomb site. They've had no issues. They haven't lost anyone.
PHR on a lone mission that round, saying, you know what, I could probably find an opening over here, and, well, not this time. 40 seconds close. They're not going to call this off. They're rushing right onto the bomb side. Good grenades coming out, but Frozen and Chris absolutely defending that bomb side. Solid setup here. Chris with a nice triple, but just the attention being drawn from Coffins on.
I mean, it might have been the Molotov that forces PHR that deals a little bit more damage, forces him into the open. Here we go. All 5 players from Virtus Pro at this B bomb site. Smoke to see if they can bait out any counter utility, but Mousesports holding their nerve well. But this hit is going to be so powerful when it comes in.
And it's going to be quick as well. See the smoke in the sky already. Good counter grenade as well. 40 seconds, they're all here. There's no distraction, just a straight up fight. And Mihu will return one. And now close in the corner, Chris alone. Back up, it needs to be here right away. Otherwise, he's going to go down alone. Chris gets one. A great follow up, and ChrisJ, a big double kill. Trying to keep the dream alive. Snacks in a 1 versus 3. And only 20 seconds left, and Chris will hold his own. That is the perfect time to get that triple.
Play of the shots here with the initial push down towards middle. It was Voxic that managed to take down the bomb and make things very problematic. I didn't think ChrisJ stood a chance there, Alex. That was one there should be a guaranteed frag, but it's MSL actually pulls one back. Now they know exactly where Robs is. They might hightail it towards the B bomb side through the vent. They are.
That would be a very strange run. Catches the bomb. ChrisJ filling the gap nicely. 2 quick frags. A third from ChrisJ. Nico, just the tip of his head showing, and Woxic does the rest. Mousesports, they turn that on its head. It looked like Optic Gaming had done enough to survive and then draw their fire, but ChrisJ with a double kill on the way out.
Yeah, it was a nice call, actually, the fact they were going towards B. If they get through towards the vent successfully, it's a matter of milliseconds as to whether they make it or not. ChrisJ, though, gets the most important kill, takes down that bomb, makes things very problematic. That was just remarkable.
Satisfying. Nothing more satisfying than an A.
And so I imagine we do see them go back to a bit of a slower play here.
Oh. Hello, ChrisJ has gotten aggressive towards T-Con, and he's put Tabson down to 15. That's good damage. He'll convert it onto Xantares. Tizian gets out through Pop Dog, but there's still players all over this site. Mousesports up at a 4-on-2 in just seconds. And big, this entire plan has been ripped from beneath their feet. It's Smooya and Tabson. Deadly duo. But ChrisJ, he wants to end this as soon as possible. Smooya's not ready for the aggressive main push, and now it is just Tabson tagged up earlier, looking to get finished off, and he will.
And it really feels like that's how it could end, unless Tizian never lets it begin. He will shut down the first. Oh, he's followed up. But the trade found by ChrisJ at least gives Mousesports a small window of opportunity. And looking through it right now, Robs up on the rafters. That was actually ChrisJ's flash to hit him fully there. Robs, uh-oh, 2v2 now from nowhere. And the bomb down, planted for Heaven and Ramp. That's where ChrisJ and Robs are for the time being. And ChrisJ might even get the information that both players are here. He's just hunting the kills down. And Robs cementing it with 3 between them. They get the job done. All 5 kills for the last 2 remaining players of Mousesports. They'll take that first map. And they'll go 1-0 up in the opening. And that smoke going in has given this up. Quez waiting on the other side, and he could deny this whole round, but he's been pre-fired down, so the plant locked in at the very least.
Yeah, he gets out of the site, you know, safely, but down to 6 HP. This is going to be rough. Oh, the angle is good. Through the body, Config gets that kill on Karrigan. It's Chris alone. 1-on-3. 1 player low. He's pushed up. Tessis is holding it, but Chris has got the drop on him. Quez is still stuck inside of the site. Config on the bomb already. He's just going to stick it. Go for the full defuse. Faked it. Now Chris is just in a 1v1, and he's closed out the map off the back of it. What a clutch. And what a round, what a game for Mousesports. They looked down and out after that first half, but boy, did they pull it back. It may have taken them all the way into overtime, but he wanted it to. Love to know how that happened, really, but yeah. Now it's just Chris clutching it out. MSL, sleeping at the wheel. Chris is going to get away with that kill, and he could actually dive back into A if he catches the timing, if he doesn't get wrapped from Quez, and he won't. Quez will be able to come old bomb side, but Chris, a chance to win this round on that A site. The smoke is good. No spam. Quez doesn't want to give away his position. He'd rather get closer. And Chris has read this so damn well. Harry, he closed out last map with a 1-on-3. He's about to start this one with a similar story. Can Config stop him?
Yeah, it's Clash of the Titans at the A bomb site. Bomb down, and it is planted for old bomb. That's ChrisJ getting into position over here in Ivy. He can keep an eye on that.
Config dropping a smoke on the bomb, doesn't have a kit, important to bear in mind, so he can't really afford to stick this. And ChrisJ, the 1v3 again, from the clutches of defeat, he snatches it up. Optic, they thought they had...
Скорее всего, не будет выглядеть как соло-выход, постановка бомбы под шорт, хотя вот, ну, с позиционкой миксов удается. Удается все-таки дойти до плента, но без бомбы. Хороший выпад в прыжке. Минус Керриган. Смачок на плен. Роуз пытается отыграть подходящий с КТ спаун. Остается последний ChrisJ. Хорош против домашнего снайпера. Есть контакт. И прекрасно понимает, что последний где-то поблизости. Не заметил Крис. Не заметил, растерялся, не понял, под собой не ощутил. Все-таки Риджина и Риджин, может быть, уже, знаете, ну, опустят карту до 2, будут собираться с нюка и на третьей карте показывать, кто в доме хозяин. Но пока это все очень странно выглядит. То есть понятно, что здесь миксы заряжены. Крис де Йонг. Один, но не сломлен. Тиммейт подходит уже под ворота. И, в принципе, Крису будет организовывать хелпу. Криса никак не удается выкурить с плента. Повторный молик. Выжигают, пытаются выкуривать его. Заставляет ChrisJ выходить, делать еще один фраг. И вовремя потянувшийся Frozen ставит точку в этом раунде. 7-й для Mousesports.
Just took so much damage from that Molotov. They rushed their way through it, and look at the HP. 3 players beneath 50 health. This could be an absolute massacre. There's even a doubled-up defense. A follow-up Molotov. They're going to be forced forward because of that. And ChrisJ right into his arms. Triple kill so far, and he's going to add more onto it. He gets all 5. Cleans him up in a nice ace in round 4.
That was beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah, that is the kind of round you live for.
Don't get to see it near.
Nice job from Frozen to equalize things in a 4-on-4. And ChrisJ, this is a really tough place to make an aggressive op work, and he somehow gets a double, a blind double. And he doesn't even know how he's done it. He's still trapped, but who wants to mess with him now?
That is an absolutely grotesque occurrence. Chris now inside of the fire, and he's in a lot of trouble right here. Still going to pick up that kill on Cajun. That is...
He just goes for the brazen jumping to get the information. ChrisJ going for a fake plant, and he punishes Sunny for another jump. The pre-fire towards short. He's not quite sure where Alu is just yet. Alu with the AWP. Has he even fired a shot in this round? Bomb plant's coming through eventually. Alu on the pistol. Has he been heard? He has now by ChrisJ. Switches out for another weapon. More jumping, harassment. And now Alu's low, and ChrisJ will finish off the job. They had the numbers advantage. And now it's...
Nitro. Much too late to the party. Elige from stairs, though. He is away in. That was the bomb. They'll be able to pick that up. Nitro can spring to life because with 20 seconds left, a 1 versus 2, he knows the bomb's on its way towards B. It can't go anywhere else. What is his plan? One flashbang. Good follow twists. Slow and silent mantle. Or nothing. Woof. Handing out haircuts. ChrisJ gets the clippers and pulls out 15 for Mousesports. We are looking poised for a dust too. Mousesports, vertigo, clearly homework being done. Look how many rounds they've managed to accrue on their T side. It's actually just, what, 4 from Liquid on their defense?
Yeah, I think that's it. It was looking quite good up. There was 0-4 down.
Oh, he's got a real shot here. If he gets the second, he can get them away into the site. Stewie's arrived just in time, and he's brought the bomb. With the AWP, he gets across. Had a chance to take it a 2v2, but now Stewie almost neutralized in transition. 9 seconds, he is going to have to try and punch in those digits.
They can sacrifice at least one player into this sequence, but Nitro, he's taking everyone down with him. It looked like they were trying to deny the plan, but they actually give the round up. That's ridiculous, Alex. I don't know how that one's...
And oh, he's got a real shot here. If he gets the second, he can get them away into the site. Stewie's arrived just in time, and he's brought the bomb. With the AWP, he gets across. Had a chance to take it a 2v2, but now Stewie almost neutralized in transition. 9 seconds, he is going to have to try and punch in those digits.
They can sacrifice at least one player into this sequence, but Nitro, he's taking everyone down with him. It looked like they were trying to deny the plan, but they actually give the round up. That's ridiculous, Alex. I don't know how that one's...
Back in the bomb site. In the meantime, Dick Stacy, gotta deal with another man, and now down to the 2v2, closes the double doors. This bomb is planted for Dexter. Dick Stacy beat down by Chris. And well, he's beaten the Dick, but can he deal with Dexter? ChrisJ. Oh, he's going to get all of them. Gets both players at the very end. Triple kill, the hat trick there for ChrisJ. Defuse comes in. Realm of a 2v2, now a 1v1 as the trades go back and forth. It's ChrisJ versus Dick Stacy, and ChrisJ comes in clutch once again. I think that's the third time now we've seen these two players have to clutch it out head-to-head, and it's the third time that ChrisJ has bested him.
I mean, that's his third default pistol clutch, Harry. If you think back to not only the initial pistol round with that retake down,
isn't it? Because it's like, we know how well they could do potentially on Vertigo. We've also got a wide spectrum of results. We'll come back to that in a minute, though, because now it should just be a slaughtering, with Woxic being the man to conduct it, but it's not really that good. He only gets the first before he's tackled. 3 players remain for ATK. Those they're going to drop down. Oh, Sonic. He's broke his leg as he drops down the ladder.
Still, though, with the 1M4 out of OC. It's got to do something with this weapon, but it's going to be tough to do when you have still so many weapons on the other side to compete with. And, of course, the man advantage that Mousesports have, the HP advantage, too. Maybe they can catch off ChrisJ here. They still have Rups on the quick rotate if they need, but he only has a scout, so it's not like he can really fully help out. But then again, does ChrisJ really need the help? Takes down the first 2 players, and now Sonic on 35 health is the last man remaining. All the other people, tweeting about you and being aware of what you can do. Does that get in your own head?
That's true. It depends how they feed off it. If it motivates them that they're already this deep into the tournament, or if they start to get complacent into this round, it's all about the aggression. They've bombarded their way in. ChrisJ starts to blow them all away. Chris, you can't be doing these things.
I mean, even the observer was like, yeah, he's dead, and I agreed. He should have died in that situation. They lost the player next to him. They had like 3 players to wrap around. Chris misses his first shot, but doesn't make the next 3. And that might have just saved the round for Mousesports and ATK. This might be unfortunate for them. Floppy alone against 3. ChrisJ.
On the T side, and especially the CD side, loves these sort of duels. And can they even trade him out here? Yes, they can. That's a rifle at least.
And it's a scoped one. Could enable them to find the fight on ChrisJ. He'll be holding it now. They'll use that Glock to bait. Stan has the info, and oh, another head presents itself. It's all ChrisJ. No issues. It's a shooting gallery. He's just warming up.
Yeah, very calm from ChrisJ there. Barely missed a shot. Sure, it's again clocks, but he denied the plant. That's very important going forward.
Goes down. So could this whole defense for the first. Breezy does make his way out. Now Woxic's in trouble, and Breezy, he's got them a way in. ChrisJ could be the one to close the door, though.
Really impressive scenes there from Breezy. Those 2 high-impact frags now, looking for the 7th round in a row. He's towards the core position. This is the frag that pretty much decides the round. He gets a shadow advantage, but ChrisJ somehow comes out on top of the M4 there. 3-on-1 now. They're going to break the spell. Stanislaw with 40 seconds remaining. He's towards the apartments here. He needs to sneak out and see if he can find ChrisJ. He knows he's close, but it won't be enough. It's going to be 3 players surviving. 3 kills to ChrisJ as we go 6-6 now. Money will start to look pretty decent on the CT side. Same story for EG as well. They've got so much cash. They've had so many successful rounds. Tarek buying the AWP.
But Breezy, he should be able to find this one onto the tagged up Frozen, and even more back turn, and he finds the full HP Woxic. That's a bonus. ChrisJ out of apps, though, does give them access to the site. Bomb needs to be arriving any second now. Frozen through apps, has got his knife out, hoping to get it in before that smoke fades, but jumping in circle, he had a chance. A tiny one, a minuscule chance, but the bomb goes in. 2 versus 2 for this retake now. EG do start to group up. The molly doesn't quite go where it's intended to, and now the nade does do good damage. ChrisJ, however, he found a way in, and he wants to close this one out. Cirque through the smoke, it's all Chris.
They tried to do it once again, pushing down towards the middle position. So convincing frags coming through, but Mousesports, the key kill towards Stanislaw was their access point towards...
With him, they take the long control, they take it by force. ChrisJ does manage to get one back, as does Rops. And so they know where the main body of the assault was, but they are forced to decelerate. Bomb left towards Suicide. And Mousesports, after conceding the opening frags, it looked like it was going to be a dreary finish for them, and ooh.
What a shot that is. That's the AWP removed.
Woxic, he's got the reaction speed, the very tippy top of Counter-Strike, but still couldn't handle Magisk. Around the smoke, and ChrisJ's going to get more than one. A double kill. Dupree's there as well, but he's been able to escape. He can just play the time here, tuck in. Actually upgrades to the AWP. He can just hold a line he's happy with. Dupree, though, perfectly positioned to at least find the first and a chance for the second. It's not good enough. Rops, with an M4 no less, wins the duel versus the AK.
What a come down. Going for the long take once again. Only one player there. It's going to be Mages towards the pit.
That's the chance at the first, but only the dink. ChrisJ, he lives on. He's likely going to want to throw all of that utility. He's got a boatload of it, but his teammates don't. So this is interesting. He's going to be given the AWP, and he's responsible for so much here. If he just goes down, oh, a missed shot from Device. He lives on again, denying death. And the death-defying peak. Tagging up Device. They're making things real hot and bothered for him. Quite literally, as the Molotov does fade.
Wave gets himself in a nice position, though. We talk about reactive play on Dust all the time. They lost that opening pick. He's trying to find an advantage where he can. Makes his way back towards short. There are 4 Mousesports players out of long. We've got Carrigan towards lower B. Good Molotov. That will flush Device out. Maybe he can sit behind these flames, though. This could save him.
ChrisJ actually finds another one.
Mike's going in to a slightly weaker B bomb site hold, but with this CT flank getting spotted, Flusher now trying to keep an eye on the back line, actually just decides against it. He knows that holding where this bomb is coming from, where the bulk of this push resides for Mouse is more important. And he's going to have Golden with him. Boost on up. ChrisJ already strikes one from the tally. Chris has opened up the B-bomb site, and for now, for now, it belongs to Mousesports.
And so much info. Woxic still in CT. Drops gets a kill. Golden, only man here, does drop that bomb. Can he stand the test of time any longer? No. Chris has wrapped him, and Mousesports with a chance. Swiftly taken away by Crims. That bomb is yet to be secured, and Brolin's coming in from Cat.
Yeah, 2-on-2, the action going to subside for just a moment here at the B side of the map. Crims still putting pressure on, still making his presence known back towards Market. Woxic tries to get this bomb down. ChrisJ deals with Crims, and now it's Brolin in the hot seat. I think he just got spotted there by ChrisJ, and now they know where the young gun is. He's flying solo, and Brolin, it all to do. ChrisJ keen to take the fight, the hat trick. And an 11th round for Mouse. They claw tooth and nail.
Units or 100 units, he said, difference. So in the first round, P250, a great addition to the T side, given the Glock has that lack of range. USP, it's still justifiably good as well, but maybe not, because from range, ChrisJ able to take down Jame. He does so with the P250 that he picked up from Rops, having died just beforehand, but he found one of the Glock before that as the bomb goes down on the site. Buster will start the rotation coming in from Quad. He's got support. Had support with him. ChrisJ again finds kicker. P250 headshots plenty. That's why you pick it up. It does come at a cost. Can't grab as much utility, but it finds 4 kills.
Long, they didn't clear that corner. Maybe they could have mollied that position, which VP have played a couple of times now in the corner. Pretty easy to molly that one out, but Sanji and Jame were able to lock it down. Speaking of Jame, he gets up close, but it's Buster who hits the deck. Gun recovered. Jame can't land the shot through the smoke, and Jame has to be very careful. As soon as he goes down, the B site is lost. Oh, ChrisJ tapping off heads. Gets the AK into his hands off the back of Buster's dead body. And man, is he putting it to use. Huge round coming in from Chris.
Molotov is well in the window. They'll throw the bomb in because Chris has more HP. That means Voxic, AWP, has to fight for his own. He does exactly that, but Adren beats him to the pillar and therefore position. Chris knows that they've lost the tunnels. There's no sense re-peeking it. Instead, he does the unthinkable and catches Jame out by going through a smoke. He has all the information required, but he's on the wrong side of the door. Flashes high. Hopes he catches Adren looking away. Brilliant clutch, I have to say, from Chris to find 3 kills in the rounds. He took both fights that he had to. He was in basically a caged rat, and he fought his way out.
You have to keep the CTs honest and make sure you have team main if you're going to go towards A ahead of time. Otherwise, that can happen. But into the next one we go, and a pretty typical setup here from Mousesports. Looks like EG will go for the burst here towards E-Box, out of team main. Beautiful entry frags from Ethan and Breeze. ChrisJ up close, drops the bomber. He's got much more work to do. ChrisJ finds the second, and a third is on the cards perhaps. Of course he does it. That's absolutely phenomenal from ChrisJ. He whiffed one, but he corrected the mistake. And that's a quick round. EG are getting slaughtered.
And maybe there'll be more spray planting behind the fountain. Oh my god, as he jumps over ChrisJ and taking Woxic out. That's absolutely absurd. This is not Cirque du Soleil. Rob's trying to hold things down with ChrisJ, and they're just doing that. Attack from ChrisJ. This is absolutely ridiculous. Rob's versus Shocks now. Over the smokes, he's got a nice angle. There's the spray, he's got to reposition the burst from Robs. That is an unreal round from both teams, but the score is indeed tied.
What a sick round, I can't believe it. ChrisJ had so many different targets just running at him, but he's just casually DMing on the A bomb site. That's absolutely unreal. What a godlike play from ChrisJ. The control here, the poise is unmatched as he does enough to allow Robs to be in a 1v1 clutch against Shocks, and Robs wins it. And even the first burst for Robs there doesn't do the job. He has to go back to the fight. That could have gone wrong in so many ways, but Mousesports keep themselves in this one. 14-14, we're all tied up, and Vitality, they've got just enough in the bank here to have a full buy.
Nonetheless, first pick coming out there on the side of Mousesports, they're going to take A-Core out of the fight. Certainly a piece that they don't want to see leave the round early.
We didn't see any of these sort of setups from Mousesports, at least successfully.
Well, they gave it mid like almost seemingly every time.
Yeah, they were very tentative, I would say, overall on the CT side of Mousesports, but that's more like it.
The only player that was really putting his neck out there in the middle would have had to have been Woxic, right?
Yep, I agree. And this is a much easier round for Mousesports. Like, why didn't we just do this in regulation? This is much easier. Just kill everyone one by one. They won't throw any grenades. We'll take that. And I don't think there'll be much for Hunter to do here. Maybe a kill.
How dare you, Henry. Okay, yeah, nothing's going to happen there for Hunden.
No damage inflicted at all.
Yeah, okay, Sanji found him. Figured out that he had to be in the smoke because the Molotov was completely behind the sandbags, but timer on that play either way. Kerrigan down. Recovered by Chris. He'll take the Krieg. They're aware of that. They saw him throw the weapon. Bomb down, though. He was able to turn it around and catch out Sanji. James caught from the same position. Kicker could trade, I suppose, but it was we saw in the group stages. He played about 6 different angles in 6 rounds at long. This one he's not used yet in this game.
Blue box is incredibly powerful. It's not a pre-owned position. It's good for even a couple of kills. It's very difficult to call as to where he is. And this time, ChrisJ, with the presence of mind to check it. Boomich goes down. Simple has to step up here. He needs a couple. Nails the first one in terms of the shot, but doesn't get the kill. 5 versus 3 now. Retake beginning. They're going to have to see if Electronic can be flashed through. He is alone. He's multiple kills here. He knows he's...
We're Pop Dog also, so they can't give up anything at the back. Or otherwise, they'll have problems at the front. Simple. Rotating around, catches off Frozen. Becomes a much easier scenario now, and it's just Chris. Bomb in his hand, though. He can plant in this. He started that before the Molotov. In fact, Molotov's not going to reach him, and he might chase down at least get one. Good start, aggressive, finds out Flamey, not done there, sees the play on the tracks, he's actually got Simple down. We know this guy can ace, we saw it in New York, he's got it into a 1-on-2, and he's actually sliding away. He's got another shot on Boomich. Is this guy up for the play of the decade already in 2020? He nearly got it in 2018. As Chris sneaks away, Electronic is found, he's baited him out, he's got the time in his favor. What an ace clutch this would be. He's got the bomb off the situation, and he's got Electronic down. Put it in for play of the year already. What a clutch from Chris.
Unbelievable scenes, Matt. ChrisJ in a 1-on-5 saves the day. It was unlosable for Na'Vi. I don't even know how he gets the first kill, let alone 4 more.
Frozen still holds his ground, sees at 75, sees the feet, low HP on the second, but he's not ready for it. Perfecto slides. Good start from him so far in this game. Most impact we've seen, I would say, in the early rounds, as he gets 2 kills once more. Chris, he's got an AK picked up, and the bomb down. They get in behind. Perfecto drops, but Boomich has Voxic. Chris isn't done. He fights forward. He had that weapon. He had the rifle, and he has a chance. That is ridiculous aim as he finds Boomich as well.
That's so sick. He's done it again. It's not a 5-on-1 this time, but the impact is...
has actually gone down over in A main. So there's decent potential here. And ChrisJ is looking like he wants to fight this all on his own. Bear in mind, he's only on 13 HP. The flashbang comes through. They should know that there's someone close, but he's looking for both. He wants both kills, and ChrisJ is going to find it as well. Leaves it all onto Roy, who's only on 10 HP. He got legged very early on. Chris is going to wipe them all down. 13 HP, 4 kills. Easy.
So risky for him to go for the defuse as well like that. The backup wasn't necessarily there at a Frozen. Again, good composure coming through. I think they heard him run it in since he was over towards Pop, but Mousesports now up 8-1 here. Double up setup coming or being maintained for Mousesports on the other side.
Always
watch him
likes
still
bad
win the round,
lines.
though.
That would be impressive. The thing is, the Tees have managed to make a decent amount of money over the last few rounds that they would still be buying nonetheless. That's the issue that's been there on the other side. ChrisJ back-to-back with a couple of players, and, well, not this time. Hunden's going to be the only one to pick up a kill, and Mousesports, now they are firmly in the driver's seat.
Look at Chris's money. Had like 3.2 2 rounds ago. He saves an AK in the next round, and then he gets a couple kills here. He's up to 10K.
You can't really justify busting through because you have gray screens, you get mowed down. Wants to play here. Just as it starts to dissipate, they'll probably just flash through without smokes. They don't want to telegraph it too much. Another smoke going down. This is brutal. 100 Thieves, they just have to go through it and hope for the best. The flashbang's effective. They have got through the smoke wall here, but ChrisJ, he is the final boss of the bomb site. He's got the Galil in hand, waiting for a flashbang for his teammate. It could work out perfectly. Flashbang connects, and they have no idea. What? Why don't they know where he is?
ChrisJ with the ace. He tapped the first 2 heads, and they go completely unchecked for the next 3.
He just killed 2 in plain open sight, and they have no idea he's there.
It could be a miscomm. They might have just said coffins. That's where you typically die from. He taps those heads.
They were blind. There we go.
Carrigan's flash. And there's the second one. They're all looking towards coffins. Backs turned, and oh, brutality. ChrisJ from 2 kills to 7. It's
3-man center towards B. It looks very good. They still have utility of this as well. Robs has a smoke. He'll use that towards the doors when they come in from the middle.
This slow stuff is no good.
25. We've seen FaZe punished for running this clock down before. A fantastic flash. ChrisJ will not be able to support, but they will check Frozen out. They're coming in from middle. All their backs are turned. They're switching to the bomb already. Frozen takes 2. There's more. ChrisJ's doing it as well. And in perfect unison, Mousesports will secure the 13th round. It looked like it was FaZe's all over.
B set up.
Yeah. I want to see ChrisJ because he's got 1 HP at this point. Does he get all 3 with 1 HP? My goodness, he's done well again. The Flying Dutchman is sailing.
That is kind of insane, isn't it? Well, they're going to be down to partial buy territory once again. It's the B bomb
FaZe
site.
screwed.
That's a P.
They know this play is coming through. Buster is alone on B. Kicker pushes up through the molly for another kill. And nice spam back. Does at least get some revenge. ChrisJ doubling up on the A site. They might think it's clear, though. VP still have 2 more players here.
This would be a hell of a way to win a 2-on-5.
Yeah.
This
hacky boy.
This would be unreal. ChrisJ giving the openers needed to get this bomb at least close to the site. Now that molly gets... that's another kill, but this time through a smoke, not through a wall. That's still just as impressive. Chris hasn't even seen an enemy yet, and he's on 3, looking for even more. They're going to try and boost Rops. Up and over. Oh dear. Buster sees it. Now he knows that there's at least 1 player there. ChrisJ tries to get by, knows where both these players are now. Sanji puts him in the ground. Rops has to finish what Chris so courteously started moments ago. He does deal with the first man. Now just Buster left to find, and Rops takes the victory.
They are being pressed. They are being pressed for this site. There we go. James. Good shot on the Rops. Going to leave just ChrisJ. We've seen the man do it before, and he's going to walk right into this. Gets 1. Goes to the second, and with ease, Buster falls. Good round there. Good recovery from Chris.
Yeah, big wrap. He just walks straight down oil train. Usually you're going to have a rotator, check all the lanes, but VP didn't have time, and they only had 2 men inside of the site, both of them coming from con. So it was all about the pace. It was all about the speed, and Chris comes in with a wrap to get Mousesports on 4. It's going to be VP broken economically after that one. AWP is still here for James. Afforded by Sanji. Again, just being the bank of the team, being the backbone, constantly...
ChrisJ does manage to get it down. Hunter's fallen, but still a 3v3 as the dust settles, and he's hunting for more. ChrisJ's going to shut down the backtracks. This is exactly what you prophesized, Chad. Chaos has ensued on this take.
ChrisJ has the AWP as well. Amanek with that secondary orb. He'll be found, and now just Nexa. Another clutch. Remember, the end of the round here were just pistols, looking for an 11-4 scoreline, and my God, they found it.
What is a great grenade? It's not a full commitment on the money. Brokey saving for the AWP, but everyone else is dug in deep. Trying to sell fake on the outer side. Olaf throwing utility. Here's the B play. Chris is ready for it. Quick shot, quick kill. Doubles down, takes out the AK as well. Cold's gone 2. Chris with 3. And Mousesports, surely 7. on the horizon as Olaf looks to join them down the pop dog with this Deagle.
But if Olaf wants to keep this game going in the fashion that it has been, this is actually a very...
It was very reserved. Nice work from him to deal with it, but now closing in on short, 2 pincering in onto Rops's position. They know he plays pit, 2 Molotovs invested. They're clearing out short. He still gets one onto Golden, should be traded up that balcony, but still putting down bullets towards JW, does tag him up just a little.
It buys some time here. It makes the retake possible for ChrisJ, knowing this smoke's about to dissipate as well. He's going to have to try and push through this one. Flashbang actually avoids him, so he actually tucks himself on the bomb site. Lovely maneuver so far from ChrisJ, and he pulls it off as well. That is so well done. He sees the smoke, he sees the utility, he beats it, and then you see him tuck himself in on the bomb site there. He knows he can't be touched from the pit position at that stage. He can focus on the one-on-one of the bomb site. The players just planted. They're still recalibrating. They're pulling out that weapon, and that was a great first kill. Crims can do nothing about it. I think it's been a bit of fun as well, giving a Fnatic a bit of taste their own medicine, and boy, is it bitter.
Oh, no kit now.
Yeah, that would be great. Just lose the round now. But yeah, it is just for you. Certainly will. Bomb can go down here.
This is
Have a good
it.
chance.
I can feel it. Oh! He lives for just a second. The boy who lived burns. And now ChrisJ, he's got to find 2. He's on just a mission to find the first for his squad. A smoke and a full defuse. Not like this. Catches him in the smoke. He's done it. ChrisJ finally does have the impact we talk about. He wins the first round for Mousesports on their T side. A clutch, no less.
Not sure what they're up to there, to be honest with you. As Chad said, defusing at that stage, the bomb was barely half gone.
What was the rush?
I don't know what the rush was. They smoked on top of it. I guess they're trying to force his hand, but yeah, sure, tap the bomb, but you definitely want to take him down together. There was no need. Look at that. It's barely even 3/4 gone. So at this point, why ChrisJ's given 2 separate one-on-ones, I couldn't tell you, but there it is, the first round. HP. MSL coming up from short. Big kill available. Dropping down is ChrisJ, and a great shot from MSL. Oh, that's it. It's enough. It's done. It's
Bye,
over.
round. Oh, no, it's not. ChrisJ, 3 HP. It's a 1v1, and he knows where he's coming from. He'll gobble the flash, and he pulls the trigger. White screen, it doesn't matter. He finds the 5th.
That's kind of wild. Mousesports, it looked like they had no chance there whatsoever.
I thought the nade was it, man.
The nade. It should have been 8 HP. It does 6 damage instead, and he survives. And then there's no instant trade. The flashbang was perfect, to be fair, but ChrisJ, 1 step ahead of the curve, manages to nail it. But this is where it all began. Karrigan enters this round 3 and 11. He cracks open the B side, Chad, and we've been talking about him. His impact. It's either he goes down and dies, or he does something absolutely bananas like that.
The fact that he hits a second shot on AZ is huge. That was such a massive shot on AZ, but here he is again.
Seconds left, now the Glocks. They're going to be concentrating over towards the B-bomb site. ChrisJ, line and width further back inside the site. They might actually get a bomb plant here, because it's not like ChrisJ is going to be able to hold them all off. The rotation from his teammate coming in, though. ChrisJ is going to land the first shot, the second coming in as well. He'll look for a little bit more. Rops is there to assist him. It should be an easy enough hold here for ChrisJ. Another chance for him to get a quad kill with 5 seconds on the clock. ChrisJ secures all 4 on the scout. That's 2 in a row for Mousesports.
That was pretty clean. Yeah, they'd lose a couple of players, but bear in mind, Karrigan didn't have anything to work with. He just had a season.
They're seeing players like Rops have to play heads up. He has to go in front of their execution and get control of the ramp run because they have nothing to fend them off.
But this is great, though, because now as they come up connected, there's a crossfire on either side. They only have 1 player to deal with in the apartments, and that's Issa. So if they are able to hold him down, this is fantastic from Mouse. It's a good crossfire.
It's a really good crossfire. They need to hit the shots, though. ChrisJ, good for 2. He's been gifted a 3rd as well. Great setup. As you mentioned, not the cleanest of shots, but still, this is looking really good for them. Frozen will confirm the round. Just Man2 remaining now, 3 versus 1. No chance of winning.
Yep, that's just ChrisJ tapping away. Deagle's doing some work as well. Now they're going to have to fight for this control of the bomb site. Still a long way to go for Mousesports, but ChrisJ is here. That is a perfect flashbang. ChrisJ is going to get to the site. Good headshot. Electronics low. That's the bomb. Now it's doable.
I mean, this is one of those rounds where you just have to say, Na'Vi, I mean, again, they could have probably just pulled a break on it and found a way, but I think they were so sure they'd won it after that initial triple kill that they kind of let loose a little bit, and that could be dangerous. Chris repositioning himself.
Yeah, also equally, you could say this is one of those rounds where ChrisJ can just deliver the clutch and the impact that he's always good for at least once, it feels like.
If he could find the right timing. The bomb is still awkwardly down there. He finds Perfecto and wins the fight. There's the headshot. Now it's Electronic. Long range with the AWP, but Chris, he doesn't have to peek. I mean, he knows that bomb is going to be planted at some point. Electronic actually goes forward, and Chris will take him down. Quad kill and a club. Absolutely unbelievable. I really didn't think it was going to work out that way. Chris trying to see if he get a chance with the AWP. He's going to fall back slightly further, but Robs has run out of luck in this round, and he's going to finally go down to Flamey, and now it's Chris here. Oh, what a quick shot. Boomich has to get close here and try and see if he get the kill and the defuse right away. He does have a defuse kit, but Chris, oh, he's going to get it. A nice double kill, and that will be the round for Mousesports.
Oh, my lord. What a battle to get in. What a huge victory. And that has done so much more than just won them the round. Not only do they keep their economy flowing, but look at the money on Na'Vi. They're right at the end of the road, too. This map's going down the stretch. In a world where Na'Vi's had maybe 2 rounds in this so far, where if they had won them, they could have just swept the rest of the map. It would, like, the possibility would have been there. Now we have this grinded out affair. And if Mousesports can keep winning alternate rounds, it doesn't really matter that they're on the T side, because they will just be destroying the economy over and over again for Na'Vi. If Na'Vi...
Going to be very, very hard A-hold here. Oh, everyone coming up right at the same time. Simple getting a kill. Oh, sorry, Woxic trying to follow it up. And Chris showing up, I think, just at the right time. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Could have been an interesting 2-on-2 here at the end. But Chris will close it out. An expensive round, and I think one that could have got out of Mousesports' control. But they managed to recover. And that's now 7-4 in their favor, man.
Yeah. 7-4. So, Na'Vi would love, obviously, to grab this last round and get up to 5. But man, does it feel a little bit desperate. This has been a great half for Mousesports. Again, you have to feel for Mousesports to a certain degree. They're showing such a great amount of fight and resilience.
A chance for ChrisJ, but that's all it is. Does have this bomb with only 10 seconds left. Na'Vi are under pressure to retrieve it. ChrisJ trying to play the timing, trying to waste as much time as he can off that clock. And he knows now that this bomb has to go down. It's going to get planted just in the nick of time. He's dealt with Flamey, and now Electronic in the 1v1. ChrisJ ring around the roses. And Electronic wasting time, but there's no fighting ChrisJ as he deals with the 1v2 and picks up the round for Mouse.
And that's why ChrisJ is on this team. The experience showing through, man. Like, you could see how he was calculating that. He didn't want to take the fight. He knew that time was in his favor, and Na'Vi desperately wanted the kill. They realized he wouldn't give it to him. They crossed to the site for the plant. Chris flashes out, takes a kill, and wins the one-on-one as well. Great work from him. Just the fact that he stays alive inside of door, instead of going for those fights on A. Give him Na'Vi a bit of money thanks to the bomb. Open now. There's no one here to stop him but Plopsky up in the rafters. Robs reroutes, goes back round to the hut with a minute on the clock. The bomb making noise on B. Chris could stick it if he wants. There's no one to stop him either. Options available for Mousesports. Robs looks to hold rotations, but he gets caught by Plopsky. Dropping into the hut as well. That's mad. Chris, 1-on-3, B-bomb site, loads of grenades for NIP, so he needs to get in a good position now. Stuck out in the open, spotted from the ramp. The molly pushes him out. Oh, great shot for Chris. He's going to follow up. Low HP, doesn't matter. Immediate headshot, and now it's on to Hampus with a Molotov in the door. Chris is held back, but he is waiting for the tap, and the molly's too deep. Oh, it's a stick in the smoke. Chris, he doesn't realize he hasn't found it, but he gets the shot at the end. ChrisJ, a 1-on-3, and Mousesports, they keep it going.
That is just beautiful. And Hampus, it's starting to get a little excited here, Lauren.
Yeah, ChrisJ posted up with the Tech 9. That's not bad either, about the range you want it to be in. Here comes Masuta. Flash was good. ChrisJ, though, succeeds. And now the last two are sweating bullets. You get a little bit nervous now. ChrisJ makes it 2, makes it 3. Bloody hell, that initial shot from Robs was just filth. Frozen, and then goes, oh, I've seen what you've done there. I'll have a go. Why not?
Why on earth have they got nothing coming into this one? 1,500, we'll see what Sidewall got up to. So that was the first test, but this was the boost we're referring to. This is gorgeous.
Dear.
Look at that, out of RPK's blind spot and catching his head. Woof.
That's wild. I thought Chris was going to overextend like he did in the previous with the Deagle, but this time actually just danced around. I was able to make that Mac 10 work. Tech 9.
The AK. They've gotten to long so far. Mouse just waiting to get any sort of info. Double P, but Flames does take down Carrigan. 1-for-1. ChrisJ takes down Mighty Mac for the trade. ChrisJ with the 2-tap almost takes down Crucial. Flames takes out 1, takes down ChrisJ. Now they're going to have to retreat elsewhere to maybe short, or maybe to the B bomb site. Throwing a smoke in. ChrisJ lurking. Oh no, ChrisJ. Oh, he misses a few shots, but doesn't really matter. He recovers it. ChrisJ's on a 4K. Now Robin has to pick up the bomb. Robin looking for ChrisJ. ChrisJ on 4K. ChrisJ on an ace. And ChrisJ is just being that shadowy player. Can ChrisJ nail the ace in the end? Will he do it, or will Robin stop it in the end? And in the end, Chris takes down Frozen, but Rops takes down Hooksy at Secret. And Rops is not touched in the end. Smoke can be thrown in. Flashbang as well. ChrisJ at Big Garage holding the angle. Nails the block. Somehow nails Zevez. It takes down Quinix as well. I have no idea how he didn't nail Quinix with that AWP shot. And quick flick by ChrisJ gets a free K as well from Big Garage. He's gonna. It should get the bomb planted shortly, and ChrisJ might have to switch over. Quinix is planting the bomb. Now Chris, what can he do? He's been so good so far. ChrisJ feels like Quinix is on the site. He'll be correct. Quinix takes a bit of damage from the grenade. Smoke's gonna be thrown over. ChrisJ at dark, and he gets this working. Spots the player at silent. ChrisJ makes it work. He can actually go into the smoke and potentially defuse. He doesn't have a kit though, so he's gonna be sticking on this for quite a while. ChrisJ go for the ninja defuse, and just spamming it through the smoke. ChrisJ just praying, putting his hands together to be like, please hit it, please defuse it. ChrisJ still holding on. It's gonna do it. It's gonna do it. It goes down, and ChrisJ has just completed a miracle play to have Mouse win 16-13, and he's just done it. That is unbelievable. He's
BMAS on undiscovered somehow. Perfecto's gonna have to be worried about it. Has he got his invisibility cloak on? No. Flamey and Simple remove it. And we're back into a 2v2. No BMAS to save this time. And Flamey and Electronic, no bomb to hand yet, but it's within reach. ChrisJ obviously cannot scope in just yet, otherwise we'll be definitely noted. But timing could be a factor here. 7 kills isn't great, but that's gonna be a big one. That's going to be even better. That's 16. How is that the end of the game? Honestly, this felt comfortable for Mousesports.
Left, right, good enough.
Flamey's there too. ChrisJ's going to try and do something real dirty, and I quite like that. 20 seconds. What are you up to? Here's the steps. Up above the smoke, watching the edges. He's trying to define the play by himself. Cutting a new slice across the map. Oh, ChrisJ, that is perfect play. You just galaxy-brained both of them.
Huge stuff from Chris there. Absolutely huge stuff. And Mouse are actually the ones to call the timeout off the back of that. They haven't need the clutch factor to come on in, but finally a multi-kill from Na'Vi. It almost sets them up for a round. 2v2, there's a chance for the retake. Na'Vi have to start going for rounds here. They have the advantage in the 2-on-1. ChrisJ with the late smoke. And that's all you need. A comeback from 13-2 down.
His
from
mouse
the
stopped
CT
working.
side. He was in a 1-on-4 against Simple, and his mouse stopped working.
Loses the clutch. Man is... They've got to know there's still one around. He's been spotted. ChrisJ deals with it, and now suddenly a 2v2.
No
Tabson is dying to get in on this, but it looks like Rops has a bit of an idea, but no, he just looked away. But ChrisJ quick as lightning now into the 1v1.
Yeah, Rops has done so much work. It's just Chris to put the necessary cherry on top, and he hits it. Still undefeated on the T side. Mousesports maintain. Ropsicle, you cheeky boy, getting himself his 20th frag, but it's through the apartments with some pinpoint precise crosshair placement. This second frag maneuvering around the balcony, just jiggling up to catch Zentaras as he repositioned as well. This was the necessary no-scope, and then finding a very quick reaction shot into the third of this sequence. Very, very quick stuff. That was in slow-mo.
You know what's wild about that whole situation is Mousesports were just standing and waiting at the quad side for Big to pick them. And that whole time, because they didn't have
utility, only 4 flashbangs between the 3 of them, and now OG with a fully stacked, healthy, brimming to the confidence squad start to make themselves get up close and personal. ChrisJ's AK, though, is on point for 2. Using that smoke, using the AK, is sprayed down 3. He's having one hell of a map so far, and now Frozen can pick off the stragglers. OG in trouble.
CT's tried to match them once again, but his Carrigan gone. He's been very hit and miss so far in this match, and while the hits have been a lot less in comparison to the amount of times he seems to go down towards long, I do believe that with at least a decent amount of rounds, this is possible. And Chris, he almost gets 2 there. In fact, he's going back for more. Feeling the confidence is ChrisJ, and he gets the last as well. This man's come out of nowhere with an ace to close.
I think just before the flash pop, Dupree can molly him. Dark's about to get very hot. Frozen's forced out. Nearly lines him up. Chris, it's not a plant for you, but you've been having such a performance. You got anything more for me? Nades. And another. Trying to evade it. Oh, ChrisJ's just popping off. He needs one more and he takes it by force. ChrisJ will not go down, but with a whimper, Astralis are shut down by the Netherlands representative. That's crazy stuff. Can we see that again, please? Max is loading it up.
Oh, boy.
You got a timeout courtesy of Astralis. Let me see it again. Chris 1v4. This shot, this is the one that wins him the round. He's got nothing visible, a little reminiscent of his Mirage play. Holy moly, red beans and ravioli. Carrigan can't believe it. Timeout called, Astralis can't either. You said ChrisJ rarely has a bad series as a whole. He's come back after his missing performance.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much what they'll have to do. It's going to be Farley just charging up the middle. Oh, and ChrisJ, this is a great crossfire. The headshots coming out, and they won't stop. Rob's taking the last two. That was an absolute meat grinder, wasn't it?
Worst case scenario there for Godsent. A little bit of a chuckle coming in from ChrisJ and Robs. That's exactly how you want to start. If you're Mousesports, catching them all looking the same way. Get him out. Man advantage for Godsent now trying to move on to the site. Kerrigan, golden opportunity though to find one, and he could find another one as well. Where is that AWP? The scout catches him lined up. Barely down to 1v2.
That's a 2-for-1 scout shot. That does not happen very often. He'll continue. Triple kill with the scout and just upgrading into the AWP. That is so much return on investment if you're Chris. 2-for-1 scout shot. That's pretty rare. 13-8 in 22nd round, and yeah, again, from Godsend's point of view, getting the bomb plant, they're going to force into this round, which they've been doing a lot. They've been doing a lot of forcing in general.
And the economy is here. This is just Godsend with their backs to the wall, now feeling like they have to just pull out all the stops. You're throwing Hail Marys round after round now, hoping to put a stop to things here from Mousesports. But
Kerrigan up here, well aware that he could be spotted if they swing out. He is going to go down, and Maiden will get a kill on Frozen. So something to work with here. 4 versus 3, but Chris started to come into his own. He had a very tough start to this game. Really getting that flick. He'll pick up Stiko. And yeah, Chris, oh wow, he's so fast, isn't he? Forget about the beginning of the game. Just enjoy the end of it here, as Maiden is going to be in a 1 versus 2. He will finally take down Chris, who did drop 3 of his teammates. And now the question is, can he find Robs? He cannot. Robs will end it with 22 kills.